Hello Hana, Hana Fuyuki Hana at the couple. Hey, my name is Fuyuki Hana, a virtual university student from Greenland. Welcome to also today we continue with the House of Berseria. So last time we have like with the long one so you all like have a some with the fight diving or like this after with the long so that's like the so going with the few time so eventually we just defeat Anti-side so we just turn into a demon so you also like a spawning with some like a minimum and so now we have to so just have a long time even with so with the story so we just all like this time we have so back to return to Titania again so you all like have a with the so also with the map and now we have a look and so need to have a so together so even or so I so this here I think so you can actually like I think we already like finish so you all like have a very so about so just like have a green or like on this side so not too so you can also with the try so you so like don't want to having so you also so also at the same time we just so like or some with the treasure board and so we need to so I need so very good is that so just simply like even so or even I just or like know to having going look by so we also is maybe so I think so just maybe some like happy so Hana is so we sometimes would like to really want to have a look and see anything but I think so we also going too much so like rotation then also will maybe also so you can need to so I just or like simply having so what I had so I need to so I just or like going so even though to like so also I think it's it or even this one we have now time we have like coming in the door so we also see with the the one we actually so it should be like like something so we can so it should like maybe later time so we just have a add back to here and see with so with the so maybe sometime so after we have to add them back so to here again so have a so this one on like no need to so just like going through so you need to have back to the port so we just coming from the so this temple so or even seen or just going with the one so or even not this way so so you just like another style so like going so it should be this way so so we had to have back to the so also hopefully so also like don't maybe forget so how to so so you just with like the same so also will happen and so you need to really so head back to very so you need so but hopefully so that should be with the like the right direction so now even or we just need the going back to the K so so very nice one so yeah, so now we back to figure out eyes cat. Yeah, so yeah, so also it's just going to a quick say. Yeah, so yeah, so just not to heading. Yeah, so like the end. Yeah, so now or even just with the story. Yeah, so you can also have it. Yeah, so now is and I don't know. Yeah, so
but I was thinking the exact same things you were. Losing a mother.
yeah, so there's yeah talking. Yeah, so
tragedy.
yeah, so like the
I'm glad you stepped in and stopped her.
yeah some the history about themselves. Yeah, so yeah, so like the yeah, so like the every time and yeah, so the really yeah, so and also being attacked by yeah, so like the demon and yeah, so even yeah, and you know it's just yeah, yeah, lose yeah, not his or not her mother. Yeah, so also yeah, really maybe yeah, that's yeah very yeah sad and yeah, so also yeah had. Yeah, with the happy person. Yeah, so but actually maybe yeah, so she not that very bad, but yeah, so just with yeah, so like that time and yeah, so we had heading to Abby. Yeah, so now also with like so also with like every time and yeah, so just heading with like yeah briefly yeah, so as a yeah, so antagonist yeah, so even we had to defeat animal here. So
she's not your average exorcist, I'll give you that.
yeah, so but now it's yeah, so maybe yeah, so after a very like
it's a rare
yeah,
and precious temperament for living.
very careful consideration and so yeah, and you know just designed to joining with father and yeah, so it 13 yeah, so
to be a normal human
yeah,
is
so you
to
know
live
also yeah, so
carrying
you have a coming
malevolence.
here and
It's just how much
yeah,
you
so
let it
they're also
control you
talking
that
about with
varies.
the
I guess malevolence
somebody
might just be a fact of life, huh?
yeah, so like the
Notorious can't
yeah,
accept
little
that.
bit yeah, like the story yeah, so yeah, so also see with yeah, so final yeah, we just heading yeah, so I think yeah, so this one oh yeah, so just very yeah, so we're heading to the yeah, so back to the yeah castle yeah, so
Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
yeah, so they also yeah have like the story yeah, so
Let's slip through town and head for Titania before that changes.
yeah, so but actually just yeah we need to yeah, so like the yeah, so even just with the cutscene and already or even yeah we don't have to heading with the part in yeah, so very yeah, so you just see with the time yeah, so yeah, see all yeah have back to Titania
So this
and
is your secret
yeah, so
hideout.
along with Melissa yeah,
Once
so
I get free,
yeah, so you just like
you won't stand a chance.
return to a yeah, like
You all had better
a
sleep
human
with
yeah,
one
so you
eye
know
open.
yeah, so even you see yeah, so her
Look how
eyes seen
worried
yeah,
I
little bit
am.
yeah, like special yeah, so
Welcome back!
yeah, so also
That's Kamoana.
yeah, so now even yeah, so just oh yeah, so coming
She's the same age
yeah,
as
so
Diana.
back to here and yeah, come on you just coming
Really turn someone so young into a Therian?
yeah, so even yeah, just very like yeah, like turning yeah, so yeah, so you also see yeah, so but even yeah, so camera just or suddenly yeah going yeah, so like yeah, so scene yeah, is yeah, trying to escape yeah, so maybe yeah, so maybe she see something yeah, so so is that maybe not
Eleanor! Mandissa, please, would you be
yeah,
able
so
to talk to her?
yeah, so now yeah, so I don't know, it's just
Is this a
or
trick?
trying to yeah, so I'm not
Kamoana may be a
yeah,
Therian,
the medicine yeah, so
deep down,
yeah, so
she's
she like
still a
whether
normal
she
little
can
girl who
help with
misses her
the
mother.
little girl yeah, so so
I
you see
can't
yeah,
do anything to
yeah,
console
come
her,
on is
no
yeah,
matter
like
what
still
I
a
try.
yeah, very
If
young
it were
and
you.
yeah, so that's how yeah, maybe turning into a demon yeah, so yeah, so you also see with the yeah, so like with the yeah, so with the green hair
You
and yeah, so
okay?
yeah, so that's probably yeah, it will be yeah,
You can call me
maybe
Medissa,
yeah, that's yeah,
alright?
like the very yeah, like the sad one
Do I
yeah, so but
scare
at
you,
least yeah,
honey?
so they yeah, so also would like yeah, really yeah, would like to have a yeah, back to the yeah, normal life yeah, so yeah, so now you just yeah, that is coming to yeah, so and also like trying to yeah, like persuade the little girl, and so even maybe she turned like the demon, but so and so now so maybe with like the so that's like the lost, so so also like the removed from her body, and so like so now even so
because I'm a mother too.
so they also going so the very nice one, so they also so Madison also would like to take care of her, so because like the mother, and so they also probably also just lose her daughter before, and so now probably don't want to have this situation happen again. So so like even other so it's just going to look at them, and so
yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
Oh.
So I think so we can also going with the stories for, and
It just means
so
we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
so
Oh no, I'm fine.
so
I don't feel lonely or anything. I swear.
so even also like the little theater, and so very scene very so like the
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamoana and Medusa.
so scene like the positive one, so but now we say scene now so like the having so like the so conference.
Sure, why not?
So now I don't know, just coming in, and so you told him so although they like tend to have some like different opinion, and so
We better get going then.
so but so it all like very nice, so now even so with the pirate is just coming in, so now we have to, or even it's just all like so you need to back to the inside, so so also see with like the coming, so this one you have to so or finding so with the need to so like the cat, so even not sure is it so it's just with the
Hey, do you
just
all
like
have
the
mothers?
so
Where'd that question come from?
Well,
so now also with
after
another
hearing
story,
that Velvet, Kamoana, and Eleanor all lost their parents,
so you
I
cannot
just
have
got
like it,
curious.
My mother was a
so
strict
they
Viking
going
mother, but she
very
died a
like
long
the
time ago.
interest about, so
I see.
I have no parents either. But the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
so now so
Coming
continue
from you,
with
I'd
the
almost
story.
believe that.
And you, Aizen?
We Malakim are formed from untainted mana. Sometimes humans are reborn as Malakim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medusa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Aizen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malakim too can form precious bonds, true friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medusa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's right.
So also we just are heading so with the story, so so we continue with the so heading back to the inside, so so this one we are like so pretty, so just like the yeah, the same. Yeah, so we need thing. Yeah, so now we have to win with like the even is so it or like the so we see need to thing with the so like the maybe or like the feel like the so so people will heading to the next so like the story. So now is so all like the same. So we also so like the probably we just need to heading so with like the same way for so it's different time. So so we all have a so we all like going like that and so when you won't going like getting lost. So because you have like the not some memory and so how that we having with so repeat so and so you also will like the night to know how to thing with the some play. So now we even or need to or heading back to the original or even or even not this way. So it just should be another way. So so way like the or even is or like the first for so and then we had or back to the north. So even it should be or even not this way. So we also like heading with the so actually we need to like the chat it or like the so like the cavalry and so finally so we had the mini map so and you can so open it wherever you maybe you don't know where to go and so just have like the so like maybe going with the more with some more but I think is so like the heading so this way I think is so just heading this way but and so we just back to the north water tower. So that one this one so and also with the second or even this way. So it has so it should be heading with the other or another way. So so the so even not so it's just heading so now we are in the first four so heading so or even so we see we are in the first four so having now we have a so or even so no so just going straight so speed so I need we need so you also will see some like the intercept and so you also maybe nice to easy to the time from back so need win
You said that
so you
molecule
have
can
a
have familial
five
ties.
direction and have
But what makes you and your
so
sister
now we also have
siblings
another
if you're not related by blood?
story and coming
Well,
so even
very long
sometimes
time
we are so
I
people
was born
heading
into
and they
this
will
world from an Earth
like
plus one
suddenly
up on
we
a
have
sacred
some
mountain.
this
I
story
remained in
and
that place for a long
so like the
while.
cutscene so
And
wow
then one day,
so you need
she
to
was
like
born from the very same
no
Earth pulse point.
so finally
Before
it's
we
all
knew it,
so like
we had wound up living together under
maybe
the
it's
same roof.
okay
Are
and
two
so we
molecule always siblings if they come from
knowing
the same
about
Earth
with
pulse
the
point?
story so
No, other Malachim were born
so
there,
now also like
but I
how
never
is
felt
it
like they
green
were my
and
family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was
So we just
happy,
continue with
she'd be
the
happy
story and
too. She can be abrasive.
here so
When
what
she
they
smiles,
like
it's
the
like
story.
nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her. I made a pendant from a stone on that sacred mountain and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she
That to you?
She had the same idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day. That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
So
No,
so even
I
just
don't
have
exactly
like
have an
the
artistic side.
so I say just showing with the
Well, I'm
pendant
sure
that
that if you looked inside
so
her
with the
pendant,
little
you'd find a
a
portrait
girl
of the
that
person who matters most to her.
so had so
I hope so.
so
Yeah,
hopefully
and it
so
would
should
be
be
nice if it was
to be
you.
like the one so she also so like the now so so probably actually so that maybe isn't so heavy. So now even we have to so this way and I've really seen or even we just had them with the so have a coming so so we have a going with the so I need so just need to so like the adjust so so like the down so or even finally we just see with so Grimo just so heading in water tower so very
Ah,
so
there
now
you
we
two
had
are.
so also with
Hi,
like the
teacher.
story and
Have you made
so
progress
continue with the
deciphering the book?
so like
I
the
have indeed.
so
It
they
turns
also
out there was a second
so
counting
trying to
song.
with the
I've already
disable
transcribed it.
the book
Would you
so
read it
just
aloud for us,
so now we say just
Okay.
bring along
When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair,
so now we all have like
Innominat will bring an end
so
to
now
all
we say
peoples
even or
and
so
restore
like
them
we
to time
can
immemorial.
so with the
4 Empyreans shall wield
so
a
what they
wrathful
find out
sword
one
and
find out
cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart, the nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No, Artorias is not that kind of man. His 2 primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laufey to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laufey's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Innominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
so fun. Yeah, so we are like heading with the story of so Grimble and so trying to deceiving and so now we also need to be so we need to or heading or to the next point. So so you also need to or let the barrier unsmart. So that means we have to so let the so continue with the next journey. So even also with like some people driving I think so this so we all like or heading outside. So now we also with another story. So
She's warm for a snake lady.
so you can also have a look and
She's
see
gonna help me take a bath now.
so
You should
how's
come
the
join us
story
too.
going.
What? I couldn't. It's okay. I don't mind at all.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Wow, really? I want to see.
He's up at the observation tower.
Let's go see. Modesta, you too.
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Malik?
I'm just glad Kamoana and Medissa are starting to feel better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling. We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Right. Okay.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet? I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place. That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
And we've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
But that's... All right. We're headed for Eastgand.
Then our first stop should be Port Taliesin.
So now we all need so and also with the news time. So we need to heading to the to the east gang. So that is Taliesin. So but also we can some like the or even we so we so just like the saving for so also just like not to heading so this time we're heading with the one of the pirates
Hey,
for
get this. I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island. Once I realized what was happening, I tried to turn the ship around, but then it got dark all around me.
Was it a sudden storm?
I wish! It was this great monstrous bird! Damn thing had wings big enough to cover up the whole blasted sky!
That sounds like a bit of a stretch to me.
You think I'm lying? Then check it out for yourself. You just might not make it back alive.
A huge bird.
so now so even so we can or heading back to the administration. So also another way. So that even is very interesting that is so also will Chan will heading to unknown and with the new play. So we all need to like some maybe Chan we had to heading but so we the same. So now we heading to the town. So another so we also had the
This island's really something. No way I'd want to go to prison here, but it'd make a great hideout. If I'm gonna be left in charge of this place, I'll turn it into the best hideout ever.
You're in charge?
Someone has to look after this place while you're all running around, maintaining the ships in the base, watching the Prince and Medusa, keeping Kamoana company. I'll keep this place running ship-shape, so that you all can focus on looking for the Therians.
But those are just odd jobs anyone can do. You're a navigator. Isn't that a waste of your talents?
You dolt! These are important tasks! Someone's gotta do it! We've got another navigator, but is there anyone besides me that could handle all of this by themselves? Besides, ever since I lost my tail, my balance has been off. The seasickness is killing me!
That's your story and you're sticking to it? Tell the truth. You don't want to come because you're afraid you'll be hurt again.
No, that's not it at all.
So yeah, so after talking with now and so they also with the little story, so so you can also like it heading back, so a little look and people heading to the ship, so so also like sometimes will have so they will just have a maybe like a cutscene, so also will learn about the story, so now we are heading with the story first.
Innominat shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Innominat.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil, I tell you! A slave driver!
Bien Fu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment.
So now even so like the benefit so it's coming out, and so also you can coming like the comedy, so you can see it like the so even trying to maybe so the telling some secret, but actually Maggie just behind, and so we also have like some so like very like interesting.
Grandma always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done. And quickly too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything to hurt anyone's feelings. I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
So continue with the story, and so how they like it.
I didn't mean it like that. You're all still so young and have led different lives. Can't fault you for being you.
Well, if you're saying we lack a certain air of maturity, I might not disagree. That's for sure. It's true Lord Artorius has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale. Molochim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman. Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience,
and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened. That sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make or break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh. What do you think, Laphicet? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it. I think.
Aw, you don't have to grow up, Madam Eleanor. You're cute just the way you are.
You stay out of this, Bienfu!
Yeah, so yeah, so this time also is yeah, so another part, and yeah, so I know it's just coming. Yeah, so it's in yeah, so trying to imitate someone, but yeah, so all like even yeah, so like the other thing is just yeah, very yeah, so like the very awkward, yeah, so so maybe also just yeah, really doesn't like yeah, so yeah, so also with painful coming out, and also we just really like the comedy, yeah, so yeah, so even yeah, I don't know, just like this yeah, so I try to yeah to keeping distance from Banbury. Yeah, so you can also yeah see with the yeah like the relationship, yeah, so yeah, so all with the story, and also yeah quite like the interesting. Yeah, so now we also having
Not
with
that
the
I really care, but
another
who
one,
ended
yeah,
up
so
winning the fishing competition when we
with
were trying to
the
catch a Therian?
before having yeah,
Well,
so
that was a while ago. I
yeah, so
lost
they
because I
also
came
with
away
Chan
with
rule like
nothing.
wherever
No,
having
it
yeah
was a
with the
draw.
some part, and
As
you
I'm
may
sure
need
everyone
to yeah, so
remembers, all I fished up were
yeah, so you can
octopus
have a
demons.
see
We were
so like the
competing
number
over
of
who would
story,
catch
yeah,
the
so
Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
yeah, so
No,
but you
the
can yeah,
loss
really
is
yeah
mine,
going
and I'm not giving it to
yeah,
you.
so into the story,
That's not
and
just something you can up
yeah,
and
so
decide like that.
I think yeah, you
In
can
fact,
yeah,
by
go
fishing
about with
up those
the
octopus demons, I
yeah,
put
so it's the
everyone
story
in
about,
danger.
and
That should
you
count for
know with the
negative points.
relationship
I lost.
yeah, so between
Who
different characters.
cares? It was all in fun.
Yeah, so you
I
can also
care.
somehow
Every
yeah with the
competition must have a winner and a
yeah, so
loser,
seeing
no
with
matter
the
what.
expression
That's just how I
from
see it.
character, and
Yeah, I'm with
yeah,
Eisen
so you
on
can
this
just
one.
with
It
the
doesn't do anyone any good to make the final
yeah,
results
so knowing
murky.
about like the
I can't believe I'm going to
atmosphere,
do
yeah, so that
this.
they are
Eisen, your curse would mean that
yeah,
the
so
odds
in
were
like
stacked against you from the start.
in the
That doesn't make
journey.
for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
That's it. If we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll have the crew bring out the drinks.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Whatever gets it done. I'm not gonna complain.
If you guys are gonna have a drinking contest, you're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong! Bien!
yeah, so there yeah, so now even yeah, we're having with the yeah, story, and yeah, so Horizon and Okuro, yeah, so they yeah, so trying to having with yeah with the drinking content, yeah, so yeah, so also that they're trying to have a compare, yeah, so yeah, like the match and see which one can win like the more one so so but even so not once again so painful coming in so you also like having like the situation just having with the different one so so you also even painful just so like the 10 lúc này so blaming himself for so like everything so just like his fault so but also with like so we need to have to so we see or so we just had the new play so so there's a Titania scene so even just like the east or the so like the island so just with the very like the far away so so you have the other or class 4 song so you can also see it like the so in we have 4 players so unknown so even we haven't passed like not yet to going in but we may so that time we may heading later so we just are heading to this thing so like the looking so even they also like tend to have a like a mystery so now we have the another like the story and
so you kept your sense of taste.
So like the power and so in like the white background so maybe just with the women so even with so you see service here so that's how so power is turning to power and so we just use her demon hand so like the for so we need to assault so so just really with the like the dreaming and so you also so probably also Velvet is really like the concern with the with the before so that's like the even so not like the seem to be like the maybe herself or maybe so not can't so with like the Wesker her need to father so he also with the something maybe very guilty as well about with the his with the before time so now we are another with the story
I'll be more careful not to forget that.
Good, as long as we're on the same page.
So you can have a deal with the so watching with the so about so like the
you mean the 100
so this girl so they are
break?
talking
No, I haven't forgotten.
A word of caution. People can fight against pain, but they can't fight against happiness. If you're keen on winning our bet, I'd steer clear of ill-fitting dreams.
Sorry to break it to you, but all I have anymore are nightmares.
So finally we had to funniest scene
Good
so
thing we didn't wind up getting lost in it.
so now we also
Of course we didn't.
so continue with the story
A bunch of shameless rogues who are very good at shameless roguery.
Damn straight.
But it's strange. These waters don't usually see much fog.
so finally so like the Cape City of the East so they are like the very east side of the like the so now we had to bring in so the going to the town and to the east in so south of the Earth Pole so you can see with like the I think so like the so like the current situation so look now we had to so heading to the like the all the barrier so you know like the heading all the barrier so you can probably we may heading back so so may with the like the crash so that's so you need to head back to the Abbey yeah, so right now
This used
yeah,
to
so
be
it
the base
just
of
yeah going with
operations for a
inside
rich
the
trading
city
family.
and
When trouble
yeah,
came
so even yeah
knocking,
they have
they
the
were ready for it,
cable
to
car, yeah,
say
so
the
very
least.
like the yeah like the
Wow.
modern
They must have had a lot of
yeah, so
enemies.
not like a very
But
like
that was a long time
farm
ago.
yeah, so
Nowadays,
even
it's
yeah
just another town in the middle of nowhere.
the
But
third
even
story
so,
setting is
to
not
us,
yeah, so they
it
are
was the big city of
yeah
our
set it like
dreams.
the
You know
medieval
Berseria well.
time, yeah, so
I grew up near here.
yeah, so apparently yeah,
Keep
so
on going, and you'll
yeah,
run
they
into
also
it
have
all.
some
My
advanced
home
technologies, yeah, like the so even yeah, you can see
The
some
fairiness.
people they are using
Yeah,
like the
somewhere
gun,
near
yeah.
village.
So
Is
maybe yeah,
that
so just
okay?
yeah, really like
No one will know me there.
yeah, quite interesting, yeah, so you can really so like
Everyone I
spotting
knew,
some like
I
maybe
already
not, yeah, so
devoured.
like matching, yeah, so but yeah, so just or like the maybe or like the story, yeah, so yeah, so even yeah, we just see with the cat, yeah, so we coming, yeah, so with the yeah, so yeah, also even or the one is just like the yeah snip in the stair. Yeah, but I think it's yeah, so it can be very dangerous. Yeah, so even yeah, so yeah, so you see like there's one cat, yeah, so just even yeah, so in the sleeping and yeah, so maybe somewhere it's just maybe unintentionally and yeah, so so their time is just like easy to like hitting, yeah, so yeah, so yeah, maybe but I think yeah, so they also will be having some like yeah, like the sense on yeah, so maybe knowing with the nearby and yeah, they will just like really heading so in case with the some danger, yeah, so yeah, so now I think yeah we can yeah, so before heading inside and yeah, so we can talking with some townspeople first, yeah, so we can knowing about with the some background.
I just love the feel of the sun on my face. I'm glad the fog finally cleared up. For days it was so thick, you couldn't see past your own nose.
We're lucky a demon didn't show up in all that fog.
Eastcan hasn't had much demon trouble to speak of. Didn't you know that? During the Advent, towns all across Eastcan were attacked by demons. It was Lord Artorius who saved us. Ever since, our towns have seen almost no demon attacks.
Is that true?
Oh, pardon me, Lady Exorcist. But if you're with the Abbey, surely you've heard about how things are here in Eastcan. Of course, demons are lurking about outside our towns. But for whatever reason, they don't attack us where we live.
That sounds unbelievable.
Everyone who visits us from abroad says the same thing. But this is neither joke nor lie. Everyone says that Lord Artorius' power lingers here, protecting our town against the demons. Whatever the reason, you're safe here. Relax and please enjoy yourselves.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Why do demons avoid these towns?
So or like very or interesting that yeah, so actually yeah, so like no any yeah, so demon yeah coming here and yeah, so for like even yeah, so attack yeah, so maybe it's just yeah really something yeah, so yeah, so maybe for some reason yeah, so like even with the yeah, like help with yeah, so autonomy and yeah, so even they can really have a yeah, so now we have to bring I think see with or even yeah, so in like or last time we have yeah, so in like explore yeah, so yeah, so with the oh yeah, so yeah, so even yeah last time we or like yeah, so we didn't see with the yeah, so with like yeah, the part one and yeah, so that's why we all have a chance, yeah, so yeah, so at least or even with or like heading with the
Be sure to stay with me.
yeah, so back to no yeah, so yeah, so at least you can really see with the chance, yeah, so with like yeah, so will at the like leader, yeah, so and continue with the another townspeople, yeah, so knowing
You're
about the
travelers,
story.
right? How are other towns doing? Is the demon blight as bad as they say?
Demons are attacking cities all the world over, and the demon blight is spreading like wildfire. It's nuts!
That's terrible. Living in this town, I almost forgot about the demons. There hasn't been a case of demon blight here since the Advent.
Nothing much has changed over the past 3 years.
Yeah. This town's the same as it's always been.
You've been here before?
Many times.
Really now? Wait, there is something that changed. The prickle boar meat.
The prickle boar meat?
Yep, it's gotten much easier to get your hands on high-quality, tasty meat. The hunters are probably able to do so well because they don't have to worry about demon attacks. Well, I hope you enjoy your return to Taliesin. Have fun!
A town without demons.
Could be there's a Therian at the Earth Pulse Point in Eastgan that's devouring the malevolence. What do you think?
That would certainly explain things.
Good day. How are you liking Taliesin? I bet you're surprised not to see any exorcists.
Yeah, I've never been to a town like this.
The exorcists stationed in Eastgand often leave to help deal with problems in other parts of the world. Then again, few are stationed here to begin with.
Are they on another of those expeditions now?
That's right. They're currently in Northgand, helping put down a group of dangerous demons. Even though they're gone, we still have regular exorcist patrols stop by. We feel safe enough with them. Maybe they should just move the capital to Eastgand. Of course, I know there's no way that would happen.
So in the we also knowing with the so like the situation here and so it seems like a very peaceful and so without any like the thing so
I forgot today was the day Nico
so
was
that's why
coming.
so even so the man just said like a comment
That's
to
too bad. I
yeah,
wish
like
you
the
just
turning with
opened
the
up a shop here. You'd think it would be
yeah,
easier than always
yeah, so
having to
here
make
as
the long
a
trek from
capital.
Abal.
I heard she doesn't want to leave the village because she's waiting for her missing friend to return.
What are you talking about? Abal's nothing but a ruin!
What? Well, you're a morbid young woman. Sure, the place was hit pretty bad by a demon a few years ago, but it's not like it's abandoned.
Many of the villagers were hurt, but thanks to Lord Artorius, nearly all of them survived in the end.
That can't be...
It certainly is. In fact, there's a girl from there, Nico, who comes here once a week to sell things.
Just yesterday, my husband sent medicine to the general store there and got some juicy prickle boar meat in return.
That can't be right. With my own hand,
Velvet?
What's going on?
That's what I'd like to know.
That festival over in Abal sure was fun, wasn't it?
It sure was. What a cheerful and happy place. And the food was amazing. I'd love to go back sometime.
I loved the prickle boar meatballs. Nico's quiche was so good. It was a master quiche.
This Nico must be a great cook. I'd love to try this master quiche. Where did you learn a joke like that? Anyway, Taliesin's Fisherman Festival is coming up soon. We've got to show the folks from Abal a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna help my uncle catch lots of tasty fish for the festival.
What do you think you'll catch?
Pickled mackerel, tuna rolls, oh, and duck stew.
Those are all the names of dishes, silly. And a duck isn't a fish, it's a bird. I swear, you don't think of anything but food.
Nico's quiche.
Yeah, so now also we're heading so with like the little kids so like having so you know about with there's like the event so just coming soon. So now also we have a so even we just all heading with the like the wood so so also with like the coming with it. So this time or one more then we can go heading inside with the answer
Stairs.
Yeah,
I've never seen this many stairs before in my life.
Yeah,
We're
so
close to the sea and the
yeah,
weather
so
is
but also you see,
beautiful
yeah,
and
so
everything, but
yeah, with like
does all this
the
climbing make life here hard?
the action, yeah,
Not
so
at all.
yeah, so like
I
the even
walked the stairs
every
here since
even
I
yeah, so
was a
just like the
child.
same one.
A little climb like this is
Yeah, so you all like the trying to like
Everyone
the
raised here has a strong
yeah, so
set
like
of
the
legs and a sturdy back. You couldn't
yeah, so
turn
you
a
see like
profit
the
selling back medicine here. No
movement,
way,
yeah, so the
no
hand, yeah,
how.
so yeah, so even yeah, so it's just like the probably like the making, yeah, so or like even yeah, so here, yeah, so like the keeping, yeah, so yeah, so but anyway, yeah, so just on yeah, so everything, yeah, with yeah, so like the yeah, so heading back to the one, yeah, so is it or yeah, so it should be this way. Yeah, so this one we have. Yeah, so you also see like the many or like the people, yeah, so they yeah, so you see yeah, really or this city or like a very nice one. Yeah, so but maybe also yeah, or will like the hiding with some like the danger, yeah, so even with yeah, so now we have it. Yeah, so yeah, so you can even see yeah, with like the other some of the like the stair and yeah, so it just come. Yeah, so you have it. Any yeah, so any or we just all heading. Yeah, so back to the white, yeah, so yeah, so also even or yeah, with like the with the little key, yeah, so actually you can play the game and yeah, so yeah, we can see it. Yeah, like the spending little time and yeah, so have a yeah, so like the about yeah, so this one yeah, little is called Uto, yeah, so yeah, so like the car and yeah, so also yeah, you're brave enough to face certain defeat. So you try your hand against me. Yeah, so also we can maybe yeah, we can have a look. Yeah, so we see how it look like. Yeah, so this goal is to a matching pair of the card to collect yeah, scoring set. So begin each turn by choosing one card your hand and put it on field. So if one card to a matching title is currently on the field, you may take both cards in your green pile. But is there no match, so your card will stay on the field. So next card from the that place it on field and resort as about. So in the end, return this end return. Yeah, so you also need to maybe finding with the same at the time of the card and yeah, you can yeah, so the get it or the yeah, so some score. So you said yeah, so the matching title, yeah, so you need to yeah, so also each card belongs to a scoring set. So indicate an icon on the right of the so also with their from when you are collect a certain number of cards. Yeah, so beyond that, right? So your number of currently playing cards or each set is displayed on the screen, right? So once you complete scoring set, you may edit one and collect point for your set. So you may also opt to continue with the one, but you won't be able to end this one and collect point until you hit the other set. So continuing allow you to reach for high score, but risk your opponent completing the set but electing to end at the one in period. So set scoring set to see the set along with score and right card. Yeah, the winner is the player with the most points and at the end of free one. So the winner will be rewarded with 12 coins and also higher score and earning more coins. Yeah, so maybe yeah, actually maybe not that yeah, so yeah, we just all going with the no and like a very similar one, yeah, so yeah, so or even this one we have or like the eyes and yeah, so we didn't come because 4 or more with the same word title were in the field. Yeah, so you need or like the hair hand. Yeah, so you can see with like a different character and yeah, so yeah, so you also with the even with the yeah, some of the time, yeah, so Yeah, so even this one we had to join once again. Yeah, so, either we have a so already so we have some with the more so you can see with the chance maybe we just so maybe this one so anyway so always seen on they just are sad to be so with the one maybe or even this one so even we can't we just the green so or even we have one more chance so just because with the coming so so even we just once again so this one other one not there so you can also see we have the remaining two but I think so maybe this one they also with into even with all the bring with the finish so you see the finish or the content so you have it some point or maybe just the two more because or set the heading so also is set risking so it also so you know it to really so especially the chance so you see bring two more and then just all any so this one so you also even all need to all pushing so you or even all so we don't have any kind or so this for array so you all total 30 so you just all heading or with so you told so had a getting one so by the so you can know in the somewhere with the chart and I think it's so you also see with coming and but this one we have I really see or even maybe or even so you can have it or so you just or even we having so you just with the other ones here so you have a so maybe probably so you need to or having some or maybe or we just so having some card so you can even see with the chart and the array so this one so having or even we already with the pair so you see with the coming so this time heading so not sure how is it but really so just all so you see how is it going and so so any or it's just all heading so we also with generate so this one or even we just all one more so we just have a come so this time all very so this would diving. Yeah, so heading with this way, yeah, so also yeah coming the other with like a pair, yeah, so also so all like once again, yeah, so even or yeah, so also like a ninja, yeah, so happy. Oh yeah, so we just have like a heading, yeah, so or even yeah we can or like a just any, yeah, so any, yeah, so like a getting some point, yeah, so yeah, so this time we have like a 10 point and or even yeah, so it should be like a option, yeah, you can see it, yeah, so all like a defeat, but anyway, so like a no, or maybe yeah, we just open once again and yeah, see like a nice one, yeah, so we see with like a with the big point, so yeah, so it come. So also with like another one, yeah, so heading that this one we have it. So also with like coming with the next kind, yeah, so with like odd thing, yeah, so that's even yeah, so this high is also or Eternia, just very so like maybe this one, or yeah we just or like getting like a point, so any, yeah, we can like yeah, so also will see with like coming yeah, so that time will happen, yeah, so that's maybe reason like yeah, so also with like a chance to having it, or they also with like a sharing and you can yeah, so having with like a nice one, yeah, so yeah, but even is or even it's just like a maybe China, so you see with the coming with the different and yeah, so like the next one, yeah, so and yeah, so that you may need to yeah like a chance to I think, yeah, so but this one or maybe any, yeah, so just will attend to, yeah, so keeping good. You see with like a chance and I think one another, yeah, so we are like that. Yeah, so we are also ninja, yeah, so yeah, so just all like the finish, yeah, so yeah, so this is all like a very nice one and yeah, so yeah, so even you see, yeah, with the or some character is not like a collab, yeah, so yeah, so just yeah we yeah, so you see this card and yeah the last one, yeah, so yeah, so like should be on have you seen yeah, like the Gundam or series, yeah, that's so even yeah not sure with the name, but yeah, so you see it, yeah, so this character just very like familiar in some like the icon, yeah, so yeah, so just like happy maybe, yeah, so with the yeah some yeah like the audience, yeah, so that's really or like the fan, yeah, so on this series and yeah, so yeah, so also will like happen with the icon, yeah, so yeah, but that's yeah understand, yeah, so we also see with like the coming, yeah, so maybe also with like your favorite one, yeah, so this one like only or even yeah the yeah with the one, yeah, so yeah, so also with like so finally or even yeah, so this one at the like next, yeah, so yeah, so you come with the card and yeah, so you can also see with like the chart and yeah, so now even or with the crown pins, yeah, so you just having yeah, so yeah, so like every time yeah we're having with the 10 point and yeah, so you also like the very high, yeah, so yeah, so like the 240, yeah, so yeah, so you also like the knowing, yeah, so maybe yeah we can have yeah, so like the here and yeah, so also like a very good game and also so hope that we can win once again, yeah, so yeah, so also like a very nice, yeah, so after we maybe yeah we just are heading back to the or even you see we can win yeah, so it's like a yeah, so it's just even or going to like a jump, yeah, so but only this way, yeah, so we just need to map back to the original one where so we just come. Yeah, so you can also see like just very like simple and yeah, they even will so like tend to like skipping the or yes, or I think we see with like a question mark, yeah, so it's just like something you see, but yeah, so maybe something like nearby and we had to so like knocking, so yeah, so it's just like going heading back to the barn, yeah, so when yeah, so this way we had to win, yeah, so yeah, so we sit. Yeah, so like yeah, so but even it's different not, yeah, so just with like with the in, yeah, so with the for the stay, yeah, so yeah, so now I think we had to yeah, so with like the story, yeah, so yeah, or even we just are heading inside and yeah, like
Velvet said a ball
yeah,
was
or
wiped
maybe
off
yeah,
the
with the
map,
story for
but
and
it sounds like
yeah,
someone's
so you
been
can know
coming
about
from
with
there with things
the
to sell.
yeah, so
Do
with
you
like
think a new group
the
of settlers moved in?
Apparently that merchant Nico is someone Velvet knows.
She said something about Artorias having saved the village. Do you think it had something to do with the Earth Pulse point?
I can't say. We've heard too many conflicting things.
This feels wrong to me. Really, really wrong.
We won't find the truth by wandering blindly in the dark. The path forward is our only way.
Right. It's not like we can turn back.
But Miss Mogulu, what if there's darkness ahead too?
Then we'll take a nice nap together. Forever, probably.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like very or like not very long, yeah, so yeah, so you can also learn with some like story. Yeah, so this one or not, yeah, so just with like with the chair, yeah, so yeah, so you can see like actually just with yeah, so some play we can go into enter, but yeah, but actually just yeah with the yeah, so like and yeah, so this way or with the entrance, yeah, so that even or heading to the somewhere else, yeah, so I think it's yeah, so recipe. Oh yeah, so I think we find, yeah, so we need to heading to the yeah, like the upper right, yeah, so yeah, so that should be the location, yeah, we had to, we're heading, yeah, so yeah, so it should be this way, yeah, so
We'll just
yeah,
have
so
to
now
go
we
there and
are
see for
going
ourselves.
to the Pioneer
Which way is your
cliffside
village?
part, yeah, so
It's far to the east.
yeah, so with like
Through the
another
Morgana
story,
woods.
yeah, so
I wonder what Velvet's hometown is like.
A ball? I've heard about it from other sailors, although that was a long time ago. They said it's a fairly plain place, and it's home to rustic, hospitable folk.
That sounds like any country village to me.
I wonder if Velvet used to be rustic and hospitable.
Oh, you mean to say she's devious and rude now?
Not at all.
It's okay, you can admit it. It's pretty much the truth.
Well, I imagined she was a plain, hardworking girl.
You really believe that?
Call it a guess, really.
I bet she was a cheerful, loving sister.
Maybe so.
And now she's the Lord of Calamity. If she sees her former friends, maybe she'll remember some of what she's lost.
But what has she lost?
Scout.
yeah, so now we also can yeah, so or heading to the another yeah, so yeah, so you see like some yeah, so also we need to or like just so heading to the sideway to F4 so so you can see with the chart and finally so it's just really like a good thing. So you also like heading somewhere and so but this one or even we just see with the or other way so with the so you also with like the we also even or just hitting with the wood and really we just hold then so like getting some like chances so we can really or like planning some to maybe for we have to so like some with the so for so getting HP so you can even see the like and even with having so like women one and so it's going to or even so I can just going to so the with like the skill so
unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
Huh. What'll it take to make you go all out?
So also with the MV bow and also with the fuse spine. But or even this one we can't let it. So it should be somewhere we have to put thing so but anyway so we just leave it. So it should be this way so we're heading. So you need to coming to the another side so and also we're just heading back to the so like here so we can really so also with the this way so actually or even so we said so we can going with the or the so you can also see with the heading so it's this way so you can really with the nice one so I think we don't need to so heading with the on foot and
do you know why Velvet was sent to that prison island in the first place?
It had to be
I
to
also
funnel
had
the
another
prisoners'
story.
malevolence to Inominat, right?
There's an Earth Pulse point near a ball, right? Wouldn't it have been easier just
so
to
that
leave
they
her
are
there?
going to finding with the earth power
She
so
devoured the entire village. Could that rumor really be true?
Who can say? Let's ask Aizen's coin.
You know it doesn't work like that.
All right, let's think. Why else would Artorias move Velvet to the island? If she was the first Therian he captured.
He needed a guinea pig to test out what was written in the ancient book.
Precisely. He made a special cage for her in the island prison, where Earth Pulse Point and Malevolence met. Then he used Velvet to test how Therians work.
Huh. I could see him doing that.
But turning his own family into an experiment.
I'm just offering a theory. But a man willing to sacrifice his brother's life wouldn't likely show mercy to his sister either.
How could he be capable of such things?
Perhaps that's just how badly he wants to save this world. Or perhaps there's no other way it could be saved.
Huh?
so it also so even with the some story and so also know about with the maybe so just really sad it and so you all like want to with the so using so Anthony just with like the so like using Velvet as a like the experience so they also with like going with the so they also with like
Do you think there'll be
going
ruins
to
at
the
this
another
Earth Pulse
story
point too?
so be
If you're expecting something like the undersea or
so you can
underground
also
temples we
will
saw
be
before,
maybe
you
so
may
just
be setting yourself
even
up for
so
disappointment.
Anthony maybe just
Have you
want
been
to
there before?
so just for his food
But
and
if there's any such kind of grand
so that's why also
structure,
even
it wasn't
so
reported
sad
in
and
the Abbey's
so
archives.
Anthony just
Eastgand has long been a
sacrifice
frontier,
his brother and also
civilization
even
here was never really
Poppy also
developed.
won so
Plus, the land to the east is said to be
swing with
unstable,
it
making it hard
so
to
with
build anything
Velvet as
too
well
large there.
Even if a temple had been built there, the shifting earth would likely have swallowed it
also
without a
we
trace.
maybe yeah, so just yeah with the only for his will and yeah, so
just a few years ago, Empyrean faith was all but dead.
Right.
Doing yeah, so heading like that yeah, so yeah, so but now yeah, so Barrett and yeah, so with the king yeah, so like yeah want to yeah, so need to heading some journey yeah, so before we yeah, so we can heading back to yeah, RP yeah, so also with like the final yeah, so yeah, so probably also with
That's the beauty of magic. Anything
yeah,
could
so that
happen.
should be like
A
the
flying temple, a beautiful woman being sawed
final
in
of
half. The border
yeah, like
between
the
dream and
objective of
reality is as fine
yeah,
as
so
a frog's hair.
for
Maybe you
welfare
just
yeah, so
spend too much time daydreaming.
Maybe.
I see like the camera yeah, with yeah, like the talking yeah. Yeah, so now we are in the Morgana with or even yeah we had or like the even it's yeah, so it look like the very similar to the like the where yeah the look that we just come in so yeah, so you also see with like the maybe yeah, so it's just yeah very like the remember yeah, so it's like the very similar to the yeah, so it look like yeah, so or even or that's what not the way yeah, so it's like the river and can pass free. Together we just all heading yeah, so like the highway yeah, so yeah, so you can also see with like they will just like the heading very cool yeah, so yeah, so or even yeah, so just like the very yeah, so not like the yeah, so like the very now yeah lost yeah, so maybe because like the together and yeah, so yeah, so like the tend to having yeah, so that's why we just like the probably we yeah, so either we heading to the sideway and yeah, so yeah, so yeah, you can really yeah, so like the people yeah, so heading to yeah, so with the yeah, the enemy yeah, so or with the creature yeah, so in yeah, so surrounding and now yeah, so even or yeah, so this one we yeah, so like the yeah, so nice one yeah,
That voice.
or even or something yeah with the yeah, so there's sound yeah, like the forest yeah, so or even just or having yeah, so like the dragon yeah, so yeah, so also like the very so even yeah, so this one also maybe yeah, so not very so yeah, so yeah, so maybe like the last time yeah, we had thing with the big one yeah, so even yeah, so that's how we had to yeah, so bring with the yeah, so bring to like the having some defeat for few time, but yeah, so eventually yeah, it's just really fun yeah, so also maybe yeah, so like the menu and yeah, so probably should be yeah, like the nice one so yeah, but maybe we still need to think some like the be careful yeah, so maybe not to bring yeah, so not like this yeah, so you also see like the not and yeah, so like the even yeah, so like the all together and yeah, so like the trying to yeah, so even not done so just even like the thing so you also need to like the so like the making some very yeah, so you have a yeah, so you also even see it or yeah, just bring like the strong power and the and also yeah, so this way also like a very strong one and yeah, so you can even see with it yeah, so like the HP yeah, so yeah, so maybe not that very like the fast to like the details yeah, so but yeah, but then yeah, so also like the heading yeah, to like the 1/4 of the HP yeah, so also very good thing good like the 1/1 even just like the heading yeah, so like the one is maybe yeah, so like the other while other character just like the PN and yeah, so need to yeah, so heading with the 1/1 yeah, so So you can also see with the Chan they will and also with the they also have so very good thing is this so also with they will I think so the Chan with so having with some off so so you can really with the maybe not very maybe with the fight and you can so having with the easy level so maybe also with the last time so first one so having with this kind of the story and also the fight so also very having so not really, so even maybe you need to or having very more active so because having so you also see with the thing I think so we also actually we don't need to so with the alter and so but just or the saying so actually maybe so just or maybe so due to so having to defeat the monster so now we also having so half so so HP so around half so 15 and also green also origin is just all having very so also I think or even seen with so you also see the Chan we had to so not even we had or using with one so you see with so also even or even you need or the stamina so that's why with the so you need to really having one by one so it's all so all or having with the recovery so all very nice so everything or even we just all having so getting with the everything oh yeah so now it's a bit so you can also with the healing with the HP so also that's how you have it not only getting a big damage and the other you may have to bring with the so swap to other one so to prevent so also so just to see so the previous experience and we also the thing not and so also we also the last person and also having with the little bit the disadvantage so that's all really with the and we can really so with some the nipping so to prevent with the damage so you also get with here so also very nice so you all remain with the room for you also 20 so with the HP and so very soon so just even or going so having back to the team or the station also with the HP just going so going to slow down so also just having some going inside so pre-train with the China so so but also they also having also like the half of the so you see even with the HP just having the less than 15% and you also like the very so actually should be like a version so can like a defeat so you also with like the final so when you defeat and so you can really so having like the building back with the HP so like it so this one so even or like the or healing or getting so with the some like the HP so and also this time we're having so like the magic save so not like the so less than 15% so finally we just so very like the time and so just with the so just so like the defeat the this like the demon so not like the spider so you have the or another so like the battle ability with the health so only like the available with when so she felt like so you need to hold out and after the second hit or a combo to activate so also ability not enemy away with very like the not distant they have it then also with the Nokuri is when first go away or after like the successfully performing a painful punishment so he can enter fan boost and without getting dagger and again fulfill the requirement for fan punishment so upgrade will be performed in the fan score has greater power and to expand the area of effect. They also like the very like the some skill so you can attack with the so you just all control with the oh yes.
Is it really you? Velvet? What is this? How are you alive? I could ask you the same question. Where have you been this whole time? You just up and disappeared. Everyone thinks that you were eaten by a demon. But I knew it couldn't be true.
So you just
You're
so maybe
strong
with
to
the
let some
like
crummy
the
demon take you down.
so even so the artist so by turning with a burial and so that's why also maybe so it will happen so you can also see it like that.
Sorry,
maybe like the
I didn't mean to embarrass you in front
so
of
like
your
the
friends.
time so like the
I have to let everyone know the good news.
so even is
You finally come back to us.
so also it's probably like that
She's alive.
oh so Nico so
Don't let
so
your
she
guard down.
so
I've got
this
a bad
girl
feeling
is
about
called
this.
Nico
Well, naturally,
like
we've
very,
got a
like
Reaper with us.
so like the
Let's head for a ball.
beautiful
ask
girl
everyone there exactly what
she also
happened.
see like so or even so like the boy also like so now or even just heading with the very
Velvet,
nice
I have to ask.
so even we need to heading so also or even like a continue with it.
Are you
so
sure
like
that the
the
other
thing
villagers died that day?
Well, it's
like one
not like I had time to check.
so actually it's like the boy is also the same but so it's just like the heading with like the anyone of them so also with the Nico here and so even with very so the very nice to heading with so like the other this way we had like the with the so like the journey and also like the even so also with the treasure, but I think we just seem like the skip so people seen also like try and so with like the that's why not like very
after what I did.
so like nothing, but it's just with cat.
Velvet, are you alright?
So now is
of course
another story.
I know
so
I'm
also
right. I'm sure.
So that's time. So
this
like
isn't how the village
so
should
also
be.
very like
Well, let's stay calm and investigate.
conflict. So it so about killing. So officer.
It didn't seem like that was someone
They
else
also very
masquerading as this
very
Nika
guilty.
girl.
But if she's the real
That's
thing,
it.
then something very
Incident.
unnatural is going on. You get me, Rokuro?
Yeah.
So
we
also
better keep an
that's
eye
why
out.
maybe also with like heading with the so but also I think so they she also maybe probably so they know how so we had it this time good. So it was very nice. So we just even had it like this one we had to just going with the like the skateboard and so you can even like without heading too on so you can see it like trying to so that prevent hitting any like a creature so while like traveling so now or even finally heading so like the station even we just heading so we have a like the saving I think inside the plane so so we probably will like the story once again so
You're really all right.
so or even this
Thank heavens! It's so
so
good
like
to see you.
so
Where
it
have you been all
back
this
to the
time? You never even
hometown so so also like
But
everyone
don't.
is just like very
I thought the whole village was wiped
like
out that day.
so
Yeah. It nearly was.
But just when we thought it was all
so
over, Arthur,
so
Lord
like all
Artorias
so
saved us.
everyone just
No,
very
it was his
like
turn in the first place.
so
He
I mean
sacrificed
so
Laphicet.
happy so about very just bad to
It
hear
really was a shame what happened to that poor boy.
That's all you have to say? A shame? My brother Laffy died
I'm
that—
sorry. Truly, I am. But you can't lose hope, dear.
He's right. What counts is that your brother's still alive.
He's alive?
He's
so
in your
now so
house.
Nico even just
Don't worry,
so
we've
telling her
pitched
so
in to take care of
Nafi is just so maybe in
I don't.
another but maybe in somewhere else
Velvet.
so but Ferris also seems maybe like a doesn't believe so
Velvet.
so now we have
Let's go to your house and see.
Yeah.
now we even
Okay.
just heading to so back to the
Laffy.
so that
Laffy's alive.
so where like the original so she
What's wrong?
Well, that didn't break it.
Next time you suspect an illusory art,
so
test
even
out
just
your
was
theory
suddenly
on
so with
yourself.
so Nokura and
You think
Aizen
we're all
so
seeing an illusion?
so they like having
It's possible.
so like the
Wouldn't be
fight
the first time.
But
so
an
but
entire
I think
village?
we all know
That
so
shouldn't be
they also
possible.
they also tend to
Shouldn't
be
No.
very like the
How do we
competitive and
approach this?
so
Try to
even
break it apart
Nokura
at the
should be
seams
like
somehow?
more like
For
so
now, we and our enemies share the same
so
goal.
but also like
Come on.
so like can't
Help me look for the
understand
Therian.
with Aizen
Sure.
so even it's just all like
I
maybe
think I'll stick with Velvet.
so just
I won't
hit
stop you.
Nokura and
Keep a
so
close eye
to
on
make
her.
him like
I don't think
going
she's
down
entirely right in the head
so
at the
even
moment.
now it's just all going
Yeah.
or just like stand so like very nice so even we just all heading back to the hometown so and also we should be so you also see with the like the way so we just like in front of her house so yeah, so that's all like that time is yeah, so with the yeah, so
We need to be
yeah,
careful,
like the
Velvet.
this I
Aizen
think
thinks
yeah, so
this
it's
could be
like
a
the
trap.
system or yeah, so that time yeah, so
Nico and everyone are being
yeah,
controlled?
so already
I
passed
don't
away,
know.
yeah, so
It's
yeah,
just...
so also yeah with like the
You think it
yeah,
could
so
be
you also see with
Melchior's
the
doing.
great yeah, so
But even so,
yeah, so near his yeah, so her how and yeah, so or even just or having
not going to work
yeah, so
on
with
me.
like the or with the hand yeah, so
You're
yeah, so
insane.
with like the some like the body
People
yeah, so
can fight against pain.
yeah, so maybe yeah, that's one yeah, so yeah, so her hand yeah, so her hand is with like the being turned with the barrier yeah.
I won't be deceived
There's-
by this.
Yeah, so now even you
open
just
your wound.
yeah, so seeing with the with Navisa is even yeah, so having with like the in yeah, so
You're warm. Luffy,
yeah, so maybe also
you're really
yeah, so just even yeah, like the yeah, don't believe yeah, so is here and yeah, so just heading to back to
He's
home
been
yeah, so
asleep
yeah, so
ever
now
since
even we
that
know
day.
yeah, so
I
there is
found him
yeah
at the shrine,
the
collapsed on
father
the
yeah,
ground.
Navisa is not
His
nice
wounds
like
healed.
sleeping for
He's
long
never
time
woken up.
if he's still alive,
yeah, so you like
that's all
maybe
that matters.
yeah, so you also don't know yeah, so like when he will yeah, like
I'll find a
wake
way
up
to
one
wake
day
you
yeah, so
again, Luffy.
yeah, so but also we hope that
I
yeah, so
swear I
so
will.
like very
We'll be together.
also even maybe yeah, so it don't like different with the
I
height
still
yeah, so
have to thank you for
yeah,
this
so you
time
also like
after all.
even just pop but yeah, so anyway it's
So
just
that's where
so
Velvet's
like the
problem came
dark
from.
yeah, so yeah, so maybe also like the better is just heading yeah, so the take off the hair and yeah, so yeah, so also with like the even yeah, so like the hitting yeah, so yeah, so but any yeah, so just like the
Did Lord Artorias really try to sacrifice
yeah,
such a
so continue with
defenseless
the
child?
story yeah, so
What's wrong, Laphicet? You don't look like your usual perky self.
so this time yeah, so with like the
I'm okay.
like the
I'm
another
just
or
glad
now
Velvet's
or
alright.
even yeah, so we need to like the yeah, so the
What?
distinct yeah, so
Your name is Luffy
so they
Set
also
too.
like the important with
What
calling
a
now
weird
we said but
coincidence.
yeah, so like the even
Yeah.
yeah, so mention
Hey, sorry about all that, you guys.
yeah,
Don't
so
worry
but
about it.
okay I think yeah, so
What are we going to do now?
yeah, so just like the or
If it were
even
me,
maybe yeah, so with like
I'd
this
make
one yeah, so
Luffy
with
set
like
something
the
he
simply
really likes for
or
dinner
him yeah, so
tonight.
with laughing yeah,
He
so
can handle
so
silly.
because yeah, so it's not
Maybe
the
he'll
real
notice
one
the
but
smell of your cooking
yeah, so
and
like that
it'll
time
wake him
yeah,
up.
so
Yeah.
so like the
Maybe I
coming
should.
yeah, so
Would you
very
watch
and
after him while I
so
go
it's just
buy
like
what I need?
the finding and yeah, so
Of
you see like
course.
the happy
I
like
am at
the
your beck and call. Is there
body
anything
like
I
the
can do to help
alternative but
too?
Yes,
yeah, so
please.
now we also with
I'll need
the
you to
real
be
one
my
yeah, so
taste tester.
yeah, so we just maybe yeah, call the real one at the Lavis and so like the different at the Navi yeah, so
All
we
right.
also with like the
First, I'm
heading
gonna
with
whip
the
up my special
yeah,
quiche.
so now yeah,
And
so we
then I'll
see
throw in tomato and
with
egg soup.
the real
And some
one yeah, so
pudding.
I didn't even know your
yeah,
face
so also with like
had
the
smile
another
muscles.
way yeah, so this one we need to
I wonder
yeah,
if
so like
they've
the gather
located the
but
Therian.
yeah, so before
Just
when oh
leave
yeah,
that
we
to
just
them.
having
You're
with
not
the storage
curious?
person
Of course I am. But for right now, I want to stay close to Velvet. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Something more important than finding the Therian?
Yeah. My stomach is twisted, and I've got a chill up my spine. I'm really scared.
Very well. I trust your feelings. We'll leave the Therian to Rokuro and Aizen, and stay with Velvet then.
Thanks, Eleanor.
Magilu, what will you do?
Whatever I feel like.
I shouldn't have asked.
Thanks anyway, Magilu.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
In the end, whatever happens, happens. Wiser words never spoken, right?
so also with like the heading with the story yeah, so also with the another yeah, so even or with the yeah, so this time we only or with the yeah, so like the excluding Aizen and Valkyrie yeah, so because they also heading somewhere yeah, so yeah, so with the thing also even with like the yeah, so some yeah, so this one I think or even will make yeah, so heading with like the one by one, yeah, so, yeah, so you can also see with the, yeah, so here and yeah, so back to, and yeah, so we need to, yeah, so heading back to the outside, and yeah, so with the gathering some ingredient, yeah, once again, yeah, so yeah, so also with like some, yeah, so or even yeah, so with Eisen and of course just here, yeah, so you see like so they also having something, yeah, but also it need to, yeah, I think maybe yeah we're heading to, yeah, some people, yeah, so yeah, so also knowing what about with the
It's been a long
story.
time, hasn't it, Velvet? I wanted to apologize to you for ages now.
Apologize? What for?
That business with Arthur. Back then, I said he seemed like a fraud. I know you took it pretty hard. But if he wasn't there 3 years ago, our village would have been destroyed. I'm sorry I doubted him.
I didn't trust him then either. I only realized how amazing of a person he was when he saved all of our lives. I'm ashamed of myself. All this time we've been feeling terrible, thinking we may have driven you to leave the village. Please, forgive us.
That's not... I didn't...
Where have you been these past 3 years? It must have been tough living on your own, without any family to help you. Sorry, you don't have to talk about it if it hurts. But if you ever feel like talking, we're here for you.
I know we can't make up for all the pain we put you through, but if there's anything we can do, just ask. And if you'd like, you're always welcome to come back. The whole village would welcome you with open arms.
You also seen, yeah, so like the knowing, and you also like the some of the people, yeah, so actually, yeah, so like the heading, and yeah, so even also with like the, yeah, so like the, yeah, so by the, or even with or heading with the, or back home, yeah, so or even yeah, we just or simply heading with the, yeah, so like the, yeah, so or actually yeah, so this place we are, yeah, so where she originally live is, yeah, so in East Gang, yeah, so yeah, she also know very like the nice way, yeah, so you can really with the China, yeah, so yeah, so knowing, and yeah, so just heading with the
Hey,
guy here,
could
yeah,
I
so
get some eggs, milk, spinach, and tomatoes?
yeah, so
And I'd love to
some
know what
or
cheese
like
you'd
the ingredient, yeah,
recommend
so
too.
You got it. And in celebration of your homecoming, I won't even charge.
yeah, so even yeah, so just like a back to home, and yeah, so like no need to
Thanks.
even
I really
paying
appreciate it.
any money.
You're getting spinach? I can't really handle
Yeah,
it
so
myself.
definitely also yeah
You'll
really yeah
never
so
grow up strong if you don't eat
the
your
British
spinach,
yeah so
young
like the
lady.
people, and
I've
so
done
they
just
also really
fine
know
without it so far,
know
thank
her,
you.
and yeah, so even after with like
Oh, if
the
you
some year,
insist.
and
I'll leave it out
yeah
just this
so
once.
Velvet and her
Wow,
team
Velvet, you
back
must be
to here,
special.
and
Not many folks
yeah so
get
we
to be
also will
friends
yeah
with an
probably will just
exorcist.
have
She's
yeah so
not
like
my
the
friend.
feeling, and so
The way you two bicker, I find
yeah
that
so
hard to
like
believe.
even with
Oh,
Nico,
yeah.
yeah so with
Do you
the
have any prickle
like
water?
the little girl, yeah so
Sorry to
original,
say that I'm
yeah
out
so
for
that
that.
time we have a
That's fine. I'll
yeah
hunt some
so
up myself in the tranquil
yeah so
woods.
they also seem
Just
like
like
a
old
very
times.
like a
Actually,
close
there
friend, yeah.
haven't been any prickle boars there lately. You should try the Morgana Woods instead.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, so you also like the, and Rona is also
Oh,
You don't like
yeah, so you also
spinach,
heading
right,
with the
Eleanor?
story.
Well, you know, I just... All right, it's true, but keep that between us, okay?
Velvet really seemed to be enjoying herself at the shop.
Quite. And she can really pick out a nice balance of foods while making every gulp count. She seems so cheerful and carefree.
That's the real Velvet. I'm sure of it.
Yes, an ordinary, dutiful, loving sister.
I wish she could have stayed that way. She could have lived a happy life, surrounded by her friends.
Just plain Velvet Crow, sister to Lord Artorias.
And maybe not Lord Artorias, but just plain Arthur.
A happy, ordinary life for an ordinary girl, with a kind family and supportive friends.
I think, oh yeah, so this time we, oh yeah, so we just all back to, yeah, so, yeah, so but also like the very, well yeah, we just heading to, yeah, so with the women, and yeah, so hearing what they,
Between
yeah,
the
with
cold, the famine, and the demon blight,
Yeah,
there were
yeah, so-
times I thought the world was done for. But over the past 3 years, I've stopped worrying.
I know we're overly reliant on Arthur and the Exorcists, but this village has changed. The Exorcists taught us that there are things the demons hate. We can't defeat them, but we can keep them away.
It's peaceful now. Exorcists stop by on patrol every now and then, and we haven't had a case of demon blight since what happened to your sister was horrible. But you and Laphicet should try to move on. Make the most of your lives.
I hope he wakes up soon.
I'm sure he will.
Velvet! It's been forever! Great to see you. You haven't changed a whit.
What do you mean by that?
Have you seen Nico yet?
I have.
She's as full of life as she always was, right? Come to think of it, nothing's really changed much, has it?
I suppose not. By the way, how are Orthy and Russ doing?
Those pups haven't changed a whit either. They saw a guy with a big sword walking with a dour-eyed fellow in black. They freaked out and hightailed it.
That would be Rokuro and Aizen.
Those dogs are as cowardly as always.
So, what part of Velvet hasn't changed a whit?
She doesn't have any makeup on?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, also knowing with so even knowing with the story and with
The coming of the
so now
Malachim
we're
are a
heading with
gift from the Imperians.
the elder so
a
founder and
reward
with
for our repentance.
so before
our
heading
renewed prayers. The Malachim are our
this one
blades
so with
against
no
the demons.
or we can't go
and the
heading and
exorcists the hands
also
that
with like
wield them.
some December
Humanity's hope.
so also with like
You
the
never
old
change. Want me to take you home this time?
No! Don't treat me like I'm senile!
Ah, okay.
Oh! It's you, Velvet. Be careful when fighting prickle boars.
If they charge you, punch them in the nose, right?
No! Throw sand in their eyes!
Sand in the eyes. Got it.
You finally started listening to me. You're 16. You've really grown.
Yeah.
16? But aren't you 19?
Leave her be.
so so even so like that so here with the elder and so just even maybe like so just still like treating her like a 16-year-old person so maybe also just like a forget so like even with the 3 years ago so you can also with like the and even we're having
to the Morgana Woods to hunt some prickle
so
boars.
that's why also just all like
sure.
simply like heading with some so like the secret so not to like heading so or even here we just or with like so finding with the skateboard so it's just very so you can also see with like a very in so really you can really going to paint the skateboard around so heading or even or liquid just or heading so inside the house so we see like a very or even so another came another or let it so another cold some so you can see with so also like a very so like a cute girl so even also with like a many characters they also look very so the design also nice so also or even so like heading to the so like is it or even here or not so so it or even or maybe not this way so heading another somewhere but maybe it's we are heading the bad home but or even not this way so so or even we had to going outside so so even is that so we need to heading or going outside but that to be back home but or not this way so it's like we also like some like way so before heading back to the area Okay. So also là the one second là the and oh yeah so so this way I think it's that so Eastern so I think we need to I think so back to the outside so that's it like the coming but or even this way so or maybe so just like the so hopefully didn't get it or so that getting you also see like and or even so we can really edit with this way so just even going like very like the fast way so so like the going while using with the keyboard so
We're looking for prickle boars. Keep your eyes on the thickets.
So also with like the very certainly also with like the so because it just simply like the so like the very cool and they will even so this one so or even or we need to hunt for pickle boar but so I will sit here or so that's the so we need to like finding any or maybe so just or heading somewhere else but so that even with like maybe the China so with like there's some like the style so maybe we had to going somewhere else but so before we back to so to the home so so it's a bit this way so but I think where's the boy so or even is it or this way so so or even so just or even with like a favorable so also with like final with like maybe advantage so after with like Chinese you can even like bring all the with like each one by one so power is still or like winning so I think if we win or like bring to winning with this so like creation so that's why we need to so getting some food for this so like dinner so now it's still like one or so just like another one so so like all this very on like so somewhere from but so but this is so sad like the coming but so where is it so with the so we need to even or like a pickle ball or even maybe not this one so maybe a race now so that we just coming somewhere else and see it so that have a looking so any bit so we just this way I think not so it's even or should be or like that when inside so back to the inside and we had there's an even or going or even maybe this one so they also with the so we need to or the bring with the pickle boy so they also some cái này also so the very nice 1% any so the bring to this is all and so the fruit so or even we have so already like the remaining one thing like the play.
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
Yes sir. Yes sir. Or even it's a British one, yes sir. I think just going with the war, yes sir. Yes sir, it should be the pickle boy, yes sir. Yeah, so also even just like heading with the very like the fast way, yes sir.
We keep
So
this
even
up.
is it
Who
like
knows how many we'll
or like
bring home?
just with the like maybe with the hunting, yes sir. Yeah, so but also it's seen that they also having sometimes yeah they also yeah so you need to like heading with it. Only yeah we just or simply they are going to defeat the finding with the and then can so even maybe yeah so it's just like the sleeping from the yeah so yeah so it's just yeah with like yeah so also very like so that's why also need to bring so even yeah so like I want 5 yeah 6 seconds yeah 5 or 6 seconds and you can really heading to the very night yeah so is that also like a very yeah actually maybe not that very difficult yeah so yeah so even yeah so like living yeah so from the other enemy yeah so yeah so it's also should be yeah so like yeah so the pickle ball rather than with the other but yeah so it's the kind of scene very like close and yeah so you can even see it like the color is also yeah maybe yeah so helping not to yeah so like the pin like yeah so discover yeah so also it's just all heading yeah so already seen here with or yeah here with yeah so like the quick save again yeah, so, and also you can yeah so they also yeah very interesting that even you can win with Gable and yeah so it's like the heading back to the home yeah so yeah so before it like the this option and yeah so you only can heading with the like the yeah so walking yeah so yeah so but or even still or like or you still need to finding it or even it didn't yeah, so like yeah so it's still like one more and or maybe yeah so we just like missing some like the way and yeah so that's why we need to bring some like more way yeah so before heading back to the other way yeah so but this one we had to heading back yeah so or like back yeah so out and we had so after or even this way yeah so we have like heading back again yeah so like after even or yeah so they also or 1 second yeah so may also like the chance yeah so yeah so you need to yeah going like yeah so heading on this like the location with style yeah so you can also with the some like the yeah so maybe yeah so just yeah really yeah so like the not in yeah so that's why we yeah so heading like the feel more to go or even yeah we just all like it yeah so very or even we have this yeah so the 1 second and yeah so also very just few seconds and you can really
Okay, this should
or
be
even
enough.
finding is all like happening with the story yeah so
What's wrong?
Nothing.
so like
I
the
just
free
feel a
time
little
so
sorry for them is all.
I hear you. These prickle boars might have all been family. People can be so heartless.
Yeah,
also like
I'd forgotten this
yeah, so
feeling.
it's just also talking
But
about
what
it
can
like
you do? At the
yeah
end
so
of
like
the
they're
day,
trying
we
to
have to eat just as much as
yeah
they
so
do.
Yes.
yeah so
what can you do in this situation
defeat the
indeed?
pickle ball for the but yeah, so it also maybe
Luffy's
some
waiting
yeah,
for
so
us. We should run on home now.
yeah, so also like some like the game yeah, so yeah, so may also like that yeah, really maybe need to when yeah, going to be present yeah, so like getting some
hunting, laughing with friends. That was
also
how our
like
life
that
used to be,
yeah,
wasn't it?
talking about with the
It
the
reminds me of my
history
own
yeah, so like
past.
that so before turn that
But
so
wasn't
before
your
turning with
village...
the burial yeah, so
I'm
they also
sorry.
going like the
It's not your
happy
fault.
so like
The happy times I shared
yeah,
with
so
my
but also
family,
yeah, because with the
I still treasure
yeah,
those
that
memories.
incident
And
and
even
yeah, so
after the attack,
they also like
I've
going
still
with
been
the
able to find happiness.
yeah, so
Eating
having
a
a
good
different
meal,
way
making new friends.
And falling in love?
Yes, falling in
Love?
yeah, so yeah, so why
Look what you
or
made me
even
say,
it's just
Bienfu.
yeah, so like they're going like the game food and also yeah, so just like they're going to talking like that yeah, so also like they're having like the yeah, so like the Freudian slip and yeah, so also like the thing yeah, so like
Do
the
you
some
really think so?
yeah, so maybe like the
That's
something
enough
yeah,
of
so
that talk, Bienfu.
maybe
You sound like an
speaking
old
some like
man.
the yeah, so like the from their heart yeah, so like the unintentionally and yeah, so also like the having this like the turn with yeah, so bam yeah, the Freudian slip yeah,
But
so
still, I would like
yeah,
to
so
meet the
also
guy
can
Velvet first fell
happen
for.
like yeah, so
I
actually yeah, with some with like the
I see.
physio
You're a guy.
yeah, so like the physiology and yeah, so like the known about how they the feeling yeah, so yeah, so actually it can be like a very some like a way to get to know about it different character and yeah, so like the amount from the feeling yeah, so yeah, so but sometimes or like having like interesting and yeah, so they will also will certainly will so having like the talking some like the thing yeah, so they yeah, so like the have a that thing yeah, so but even is now yeah, certainly it yeah, there's you see the sky yeah, so very yeah, so it turned a little bit like the green now yeah, so yeah, so it's seen also like a little bit like the yeah, so similar to the that thing yeah, so like the turning with the very like the yeah, where the west sky yeah, so yeah, so it also with like the even with yeah, so it also with like the yeah, so you remember and yeah, so you also see like the moon yeah, so that's
about your brother. I'm happy for
yeah, so also probably yeah with some like the relation yeah, so yeah, so but we
You
can
guys were
just
snooping
leave it
around the
yeah, so
village.
yeah, so now even we have
Yeah, we wanted to check out that shrine
now
too, but we
back
got
to home
stopped.
and yeah, so
Apparently,
Aizen
the
and
Abbey's
Knocker is
designated it
here
off
yeah, so
limits.
waiting them yeah,
If
so
there's a Therian around, it's probably there.
I'm going to
so
draw
they're
it
also
out.
trying to yeah
If this is a
finding
trap,
yeah, so
things may
Aizen
turn
and Knocker
violent.
trying to find
Either way,
yeah any
this place is about to get a lot
like a
less
crew or
tranquil.
area nearby.
The same as everywhere else I've been.
They also look like with
You can quit here if you
yeah,
like.
so I think maybe you,
but I'm going
you
to
may
keep
also
on
like
fighting the Abbey.
really spot out with like
And if
so
I try to
suddenly yeah, so
stop
when we
you,
battle
you'll
here and
insist, I presume.
yeah, so you see the sky also look like a
Velvet,
little bit like a
I'll give you one
so
day.
even it's just
Once
yeah,
you've
so
made
like
up your
one
mind, come meet me at the Cape.
yeah, so suddenly it's just all going
I'm with him. How tomorrow shakes out
now
depends
even
on
it's
what
on
you decide, Velvet.
yeah, so maybe having some like the calm yeah, with yeah, so because just or even like could just the yeah, so other hand yeah, so turning with like yeah, so like
As you
the
can see,
fairy yeah,
I'm a demon.
or yeah, so yeah, so
3
actually
years
yeah, so
ago,
it's like a real
I was the one who
like
attacked this village and...
I don't want
yeah,
to
so
hear it.
fairy but yeah, so
Demon
it could even
or no
yeah, so it
demon.
also can't be
You're
yeah, so
still you.
yeah, so maybe
So,
because it
you're
yeah, so
scary.
like the time
I'll
and
get
yeah,
used
so
to it. I
also like
promise.
when
I'll keep it a secret.
yeah, so that's why
Let's
also
just live here in
yeah,
the
so now
village
yeah,
like we
she
used to,
like
okay?
trying to persuade yeah, so like the
You,
con trying to
me, and everyone else.
yeah, so like the make and also like the
Nico.
yeah, like the promise or yeah, so yeah, so you also see with even Aizen and Knocker they just live and yeah, so you give her a they consider yeah, so and also with having with
That
the
was rather
dinner
good,
time and
Velvet. Yeah.
so they also like the
Lucky
very
Set gets a gold star for
so
being
like the
such a
look
good
like
taste
the
tester too.
good one so
Tomorrow,
so in
I'll fix you up a nice
so
stew.
either Velvet so like the one so you can with like the outer Velvet so know it so his little brother so he's still alive and
It's the
so
original
like the
copy of the book on
so no
Innominat.
so like the
And all the
better
pages
so and
are
also
here.
happier than
Hey, Fee. Can I borrow your compass real quick? I'll give it right back.
so we all need to so now we have all like the masking with the compass so she want to finding somewhere and
He really
so where
wanted a
like
compass more than
burial
anything
or
else.
with like the some like the demon nearby
Just like you.
or
He
even
loved
just
to
all like
stare
the
out at the sea, wondering what's
so you
on
see
the
with
other
like the
side.
or putting out
He
so
wanted to go
so maybe
adventuring
not like the
someday.
so by it so now it
Oh, I didn't know that.
so like oops
I
so
bet
it's
once he wakes
bring
up,
like the
you
nice
two
one
will
but
be really good
maybe
friends.
so the another time and we so we also had something
So,
happen
this is what your life used
so we
to
need
be
to
like
attend to
before everything
once again
happened, huh?
What's gotten into you? Maybe I made the pudding a little too sweet.
so now we had like so with the Velvet and Navi so
How do you know what it
so
tastes
like the
like?
going to talking so with the dino so so that's she like or finding some like
I'll get myself some
so we see with this
But what are you going to do about tomorrow?
Magilo, are there arts that let the caster manipulate dreams?
so this so with Mario and Aninoy they just
Why?
to finish the dinner and
There is, yes, an art that requires a certain type of Moloch. It envelops you in a fog and reads your regrets, then
some like
traps you in
the
a happy dream.
Dino they also
art
with like
that reads your regrets
talking with the
and shows you happiness. I'm going to the
and
cave.
now even he's seen
Now?
suddenly so like
Earth's gotten into you.
the SMOC is seen like a different so like the
Velvet! Don't go. Stay here.
so now or
Stay with
and
me.
suddenly with the so Navi said
This is
or
Fee's compass.
so just like the open his eye so the very like the
I'm
so
sorry,
nice one
Luffy.
No, don't. Wait. Velvet, wait. Don't leave me here.
so very is just really so determined and even so like suddenly so leap
Fog. Is
very
this what
in
Magilo was talking
maybe
about?
something so
We're
it's
going
just
to the
really
Cape Shrine.
or make so
It's time to drag out the Therian.
so it should be even so it's so she want to so really heading with the fairy so ready or even or maybe just like giving or little or like the break so happy like a little so just wait for a second yeah, so back to here now, and yeah, so we just continue with the the journey, and yeah, so now we have to open somewhere. So we see with like the I think it's or even so we need to happen so like the eastern part. So that should be the way we haven't been, but so also like the very like the very far. So so just heading with the skateboard here. So so you see also like that. So at it's night time. So also so that with like the another story. So even it's just all with so Arson and Noku,
there you are.
So we have it coming.
Velvet, you have to stop your friends. They keep saying they're going to the Cape, and they just
so,
won't listen.
So that's only all with. So we found a friend. So
punished if anyone breaks the rules.
So because with Arson and so Noku, they made. So like the some like the fight. So so but it understand. So they also maybe like the very tasty, and so they also like the tend to be like want to having some so even with the story, and they also are empire.
I shouldn't forget.
So we also is just hard.
Luffy is dead.
So now
he was murdered without even knowing why.
So we also.
I will never forgive that.
So back to the story, and so we just like talking with.
Get out of my way.
So with the Northeast, so. So it's just even so like a very sharp eye. So even what they just are being running like a creature. So so you can see with like a tiny. So so actually maybe not that like a very like a simple. So you can also see it by the time, and so I think maybe even will like a little bit long, but so now we're having. So you can also put like a somewhere, and so having it like a nice one. So just even so the print to like put it on like the 1 by 1 so hopefully this one is just all like not very difficult, but so maybe like the print 1 by 1 so also even on the final so having the next one. So even this one also should be like maybe they also returning like the very strong, but so actually not very maybe so they just like the so like the start of the thing. So it's just even so the big time. So even so like the very so like the back to the hometown, but so they also having maybe actually they just really turning with the demon, and so like the tiny. So so even it just so you see with the story, and
Velvet's always been our brutal poodle, but to shake off the dream by herself.
So you can also see with the everyone. So they know maybe so Velvet. So what she think about.
I'm saying she's wowie zowie cool beans. Come on, we gotta hurry.
So they even so need to be even like a hurry. So like that.
It was all a dream. Hell, even if it wasn't.
So this one is, or even we're just heading once again. So you can also see with like the location that we're heading. So even you can see with like the thing. So also with like the catching with the skateboard, and so it's also like a very good thing, and so you can even like without like so like the escape. So from also we're just heading with the so like the saving, and so even also you see maybe like the repeat, but so just with like the charm. So also like the heading. So now with with the play, and even you see with the fairy. So So you can also see it like a coming in. So I think so this one would be like a big, so like a big one. So also will come in with this. So you also is going. But even you see so or maybe they just trying to like dealing with some so with like a time in. I think we need probably with some like maybe with the fire in. I think that should be like a thing. So we need like a one by one by. We can also like handle it so very like maybe sometimes we need to so like different so that so in case with like a chance for so not to being so getting some damage. So this one so anyway it's just like the same and also we're having like keeping some skill in. So like after with the time so she also will bring to the cold distance so actually just going with the maybe with the use art or even just here so don't know need to having maybe it's like even with or so like the apple shell so just see it like going with very like a big damage so that's maybe also with like a chance and so really maybe so also like knowing need to see with like whether with the HP is getting low down we need to doing as soon as possible. I mean so also like set like probably should bring like early and so we need to buy more because I think so it seems that we didn't go in like so that's why you need like so you can also see like a chance so especially with the alpha so also with the I think we need to find so that somewhere in here so even or so we mean so just even we probably should going to like find so like but forget and anyway so just having or even it's just that's what we need to having so arcane or even this one being so you have a so even we just having maybe so just or even with the or with the healing so we can see it also with like a healing with like a mid range so even also you don't need to having like a close distance and even you can see it. So also with now with the market over here and so with the very long paper so also with like with the pointing but I think it's really we don't need to having it so also with so to prevent any time so with so just even like a very I think so need to maybe consider whether so with like a time because also very not like a little bit like a somehow with the time so you can also see it like a I think it's just all like even so probably just going to getting so they also can bring back and they all with like so I think only maybe so constant just not with and or even just so we have a so I think we need to just getting so so we need like going with the final and so now even so it's covered so not need to be thank you but I think it's also will or probably will like healing later so one is like getting some skill and so we also see with the or even just getting like a big là the damage vậy chứ. Thì là the frame. Giả sử là the all day even when là the one là the half of the HP vậy chứ. Giả sử only là the I don't know giả sử là the better one but I also seen that it could be really good. Like the charm giả sử. Also là the hook giả sử. Là the even with the one for I think seen can be like the very the danger too. But we need to bring the nice one too. Also even so it's or even bring with or so not cool so it's just very nice too. So it's just like a very charm like with the time and so you need also with like the their charm they will swap with different character even so like having with the lower HP but now so you can also see with like the charm so by when you see so like the 90 so this one even or so just when to having back and so also very soon and I think we can so like the experience so like the don't going like the very too cool or even with so you can even see it or like or not cool just even so back to like the high HP and so like the having very and I think we just so even this one so have it so very just or being not done but I think so it's like the harder and so finally we just so you can also see we were like the same so it like the one of the even so like the character being not done but so after the DP and so they will so also like the with the HP
all their hate and then some.
So also we had this back to the
not now.
story so now even I was just trying to so using his or using her very own hand that so trying to absorb the enemy so we just even so or finally it's just or like the so like the turning with like the small dot so like the
it disappeared.
so you just see it like the very
I found a copy of the ancient book with
so they even so turn with like the real like the animal into the demon so not only just with the human but also with so like the any creature that you can think of it so now finally we just heading with the finish net also leak so I think we need to so after this one and so like the tung like the so like the heading with the some can so you also probably need to heading somewhere but I really see or even so it's just with so you also see with like the some creature but I think we just heading back to the so like the inside so like the having or even just with you see it with the so like the break so having so like the very interesting that with so any with finding with the secret world so now we eat like the green so just even so even or so that's why you need to bring over so it is okay so just like getting some experience and so the having so the because it's just like the night time and even we need to maybe like the so like the not that matter here and yeah, so could also will time to happen somewhere else. So by it's just like a very maybe like a email and then yeah, so like a total with the small one and so you can get very soon. So. Yeah, like bring with other one. So. And finally, yeah, we just so made it. Yeah, so or even yeah, this yeah, so we are like a very. We just going back to the inside, yeah, back to the village. Yeah, so I haven't seen or even this the same one. Yeah, so or even yeah, so now it's just going with like the morning time. Yeah, so.
That was one
So it just had like another story.
I have to admire the skill that went into its construction.
The caster probably has a tethered Moloch with a unique power on the same level as my Reaper's curse. I can think of one person who would lay such a wicked trap.
Still, we may have a new clue to the nature of Innominat. You found Innominat's book, right, Laphicet?
Yeah, in Velvet's house.
Then let's hurry to Velvet's house.
Yeah, so they also need to yeah, so heading back to the way, yeah, so even yeah, so we also even we can't see with like the shot, yeah, so yeah, so you also need to like really yeah, so like the bind with the some yeah, so with the item, yeah, so it even yeah, we just spending all the apple jack and also some with the yeah, so they also like a very useful. Yeah, so but anyway, so we just leave it or after and yeah, so with the time, yeah, so yeah, so with the also we heading. Yeah, so we just have a note. Yeah,
no
so
surprise there. Artorias
so
is
empty.
too thorough to overlook something like that.
If only I'd showed it to you as soon as I found
so they also maybe
Don't
probably
beat yourself up over it.
maybe like finding.
We wouldn't have been able to read it without Grimoire anyhow. It was just a dream.
Yeah, so it's just even maybe yeah, so knowing yeah, so it maybe like the Artoy also will really know about with the thing, yeah, so that's why also we have it. Yeah, so the another one, yeah, so this way or like it.
This was
We
your
just have
room,
it.
wasn't it?
Yeah, so
You
now
can
have
knit?
it note. Yeah,
I was trying to learn.
you see with like
Nika said she'd teach me
anything.
how as a thank you for giving her my
Yeah, so with
quiche
like
recipe.
yeah,
wanted to
Chan, yeah, so
finish a
they
set of
can
scarves
really
for the
find with the
winter.
book.
Velvet.
Forget about it. I don't need to knit anymore.
Yeah, so yeah, so this one is like the knit, yeah, so but yeah, so now it also even or like the don't knit, yeah, so yeah, so maybe just really with the thing, yeah, so and now it yeah, we're just finding with the another yeah, so it's just back to the one that
Nice. It's incomplete.
yeah, so like something, yeah,
Seems
so
quite detailed.
they're trying to finding.
Beautiful.
My brother drew it every day. Even when his fever got too strong for him to read a book, he'd stare at that map for hours.
Laffy said he wanted to travel the world.
Yes, it was his dream. I never understood what made him want to do something
Yeah,
so
so also
dangerous.
yeah, we know about
but I'm living his
some
dream
like
now.
hobby is
It's
yeah,
ironic,
so like we
isn't
say
it?
so he really want yeah like try to travel and that even need to yeah, so this how yeah, we need to back to the yeah the point, yeah, so we not now with the story
Those
and
are the
yeah, so
graves of my sister
yeah, so it's just yeah
and
with
her son.
yeah, so with the great yeah,
He
so
died before he
so
was
our
even
favorite
born.
sister and son, yeah, so
They're in rough shape. We should lay some
yeah,
flowers.
so all like for the remembrance, yeah, so we so like that's
a keen insight. Eating one would be cruel enough, but plucking an innocent flower just to offer
yeah,
it
so
as
it's just coming
decoration
with
for some
Artoni, yeah, so
memorial.
yeah, so
That's not
or even
even a
not is
sacrifice,
yeah, so it's
just
Melchior,
a
yeah, so,
cruelty devoid of
yeah, so
all
maybe probably yeah, maybe, yeah, so not like a very
As
very
obtuse as ever.
soon, yeah, so you also with like a heading with like a final, yeah, so it
I must say,
Artoni, yeah, so but now
you
it's
did well to
yeah,
break
so it's just
through
with
such
Melchior and
resolve. If you weren't a Therian, I'd be tempted to take you under my wing.
yeah, so it's just or that's why even with
Did you come here to flatter me?
any no, yeah, so with like
Indeed. Although I was already in the neighborhood to
yeah, so it's
retrieve
easy,
this book.
yeah, so it's just or taking the
I'll
book
be
away,
taking that.
yeah, so even
This
very
book was compiled by my
so
dear
probably also
friend,
it's just
who was
somewhere,
also
yeah, so
Artorius' mentor
yeah,
and
maybe
predecessor
Arthur
as
and
head of the
yeah, so he
Exorcists.
Abby just yeah hiding
It contains the hopes
yeah somewhere and yeah,
dreams
so
left by a
so
noble
it's just
soul
waiting
who
for
gave
Velvet
his
coming
life for
and
the world that grieved
yeah, so with
him.
the chant,
It is not for a tainted demon to touch.
Like we need your
but
permission.
now it's even yeah, so like coming with yeah, so Val yeah, so Malcolm and even is yeah, so turning back yeah, so
Look who obeyed me for once.
yeah, so you also probably yeah, so yeah, like not very like
Be patient. You'll know
yeah, like easy yeah, so
before long.
we also with like having
What we
some
seek is the realization
anything
of a perfect order, as tranquil and beautiful
so
as a
now
wildflower in bloom.
yeah, they also even just turning yeah, just
Perfect
even
order?
yeah, so yeah, so they even take away the book yeah, so we
Let's go.
yeah, so
There's
like
nothing left
nothing
for us
even
here.
can yeah, so yeah, so even is yeah, so with the maybe the bird just like been taken by Malcolm with and the happy but I think yeah, so you also would yeah, so like the chant yeah, so you're heading with it yeah, so you also see with the yeah, so so they also just coming yeah, so it also with the yeah, so animal yeah, so
Oh! Look! It's the Book of Inominat!
so you also with like
What's
time
it doing there?
Wait, that's
so,
one of Arthur's.
yeah, so the Navi just suddenly
Actually,
spawned out
it's
with
a
the
copy that
with the
Laffy
book yeah,
sent
so
me.
it's yeah, so it's like a copy yeah,
Laffy
so
made a copy of the book.
yeah, so you just remember yeah, so it's
He
yeah, so Navi just
transcribed it
make
all by hand.
a copy
And
and
then he
even
sold it
yeah, so try
just to buy me that comb.
yeah, so you also with like a really maybe yeah, some like the hope yeah, so so even with the another yeah, the original one that yeah, so it already been taken away but I think yeah, so there should be some way yeah, so we also with yeah, so trying to
If that's the complete
finding some
manuscript,
clue for
we
it
might be able to unravel Inominat's secrets.
We'll have to show it to Grimoire.
yeah, so they need to okay yeah, so like bring around this book to yeah,
Never
bring
a dull
back with
moment with
Grimoire yeah,
Lady
so
Calamity
so
around.
see like any like the yeah, so you also need to have yeah, so this one so they also even with like the or call it yeah, so you also with like the or even this one we already or
All right.
yeah, so we just
Time
get
to
it
drop
or
off
with
the
the
puck.
book yeah, so that's why we yeah, so no need
Send
to
a
have them
grimoire
yeah,
to
so
translate this book.
yeah, so
We're
and
going back to
anything yeah, so
Titania.
yeah, so we need to defend this yeah, like the yeah, so where yeah, so Barrett yeah, so used to need yeah, so yeah, so you also reset yeah, so even that like nothing to like staying to yeah, so so you just need to have them back yeah, so then we need to bring yeah, so we bring with the skateboard and yeah, so you can even just like a very good thing yeah, so yeah, so even just oh yeah with the setting oh yeah with yeah, so we see with the western oh yeah, so very good thing is that yeah, so we see yeah, so we finally yeah we're finding some I think with the sock yeah, so yeah, so maybe also we just yeah we yeah like a good thing is that you can yeah, so heading with the nice one yeah, so finally yeah we're heading to the Pania cliffside yeah, so yeah, so even this way didn't
Monster.
yeah, so the
He was with Melchior.
yeah, so
There was
maybe we
something different
yeah
about
we
him.
don't know yeah the
He
name
wasn't
but
Moloch, though,
yeah, so
right?
after we had some like yeah, so with the first time, yeah, so we coming, yeah, so
I'm pretty
with
sure
this
he's
like
a
the
demon.
bad thing, yeah,
But
the
why
bad,
would the Abbey be
the
working
bad,
with a
bad
demon?
thing, yeah, so
He could
or
be
bad,
a
bad,
Therian,
and
maybe.
yeah, so we can win with the
There was
more
Medis
with the
and
story.
Kaloana. No, I don't think so. The Abbey keeps their
Yeah,
Therians
so
behind
now we have
barriers
another
and bound to Earth
and
Pulse
yeah,
points.
talking
A
about with the
Therian
favor,
can't
yeah, so
send malevolence to Inominat
yeah,
while
going
walking
to
freely.
the one with the
That's correct. And besides,
yeah, so like
Orthrus was
the
already
getting
here.
or info, yeah, so
In any case, now we know Melchior has a mean-looking bodyguard in addition to his illusions. That'll take quite a lot to stop him.
Aye. That's a fact.
yeah, so now is yeah, so we need to heading yeah, going with the white point. Yeah, so this one or even yeah, just or yeah, so probably yeah, like yeah, so we need to back to the the entrance, yeah, so we just come in, yeah, so
Eleanor.
yeah, so they also even with like some another
What
yeah,
is
so
it?
Did you leak
yeah,
our
so also
plans
maybe
to
some
the Abbey?
I think it's maybe yeah, so like some
Anything like that.
like
Then how do
part,
you
yeah, so
explain
we
Melchior
also
and his
like
illusions
some yeah, you
already
have to
waiting for
bring
us when we
to
got to a
with the
ball?
story and then you need
Promised you that I would
yeah,
work
like
together with you until I found the truth for
yeah,
myself.
so I mean yeah, so maybe suddenly yeah, so
I'm not up to
like
any
having
tricks.
some
It's
cutscene
far
and
too late for that now.
yeah, so you like have a story and
Exactly what a guilty
yeah, so
party
you can
would
be
say.
maybe little bit
If
like
anyone's suspicious
yeah, so
here,
like
I'd say it's you, Magilu.
yeah, so either maybe you maybe
I don't even know what
having
a
some
trick
like
is.
option and maybe yeah, so you can just like
Enough.
press the
If Eleanor was
T
leaking
button, yeah, so
information,
that's why you
then
can
Titania would surely be under
yeah,
attack
so you
by
like
now.
have a
Right.
like option
I'm sure
to
the
like
Abbey would love to have
yeah,
those
so
Therians back.
or maybe yeah, some of them
But
just
the
yeah,
enemy
really
was
with
in
the
that village waiting in ambush.
maybe
The
yeah, the
Abbey
key
isn't
thing is
foolish.
they also will
They
yeah, so
figured
like
out
they
by
want
now
you
that
to
we're rounding
know
up the
about and
Therians.
maybe
They'll
yeah,
have
so
left
that's why you
traps
need
for
to
us with each remaining
yeah, so
one.
like sometime with like
It's
a
the
big
obvious
rain
move.
All
yeah, so
right.
like
If that's how
this
you
time
see
yeah,
it,
so
I'll stand down.
yeah, so
So
also
you
yeah, we
trust
just
me then?
heading and
No.
yeah, so continue with
I'm
the
saying that
story
anything the
and
Abbey tries,
yeah, maybe yeah,
I'll
so
be
we're
ready
going
for
with
it.
the some crew yeah, so
Oh, such a brave,
yeah, so you see now
determined
it's
soul.
like heading yeah, so like with the Abbey and I really see or even this way yeah, so oh yeah, no, it's just with the yeah, like yeah, so or even just how we just standing in the like under the yeah, so when we touching and yeah, so we also like very like yeah, so like probably yeah, so just yeah, like creature is just yeah, really want to like waiting yeah, so they also yeah, so sometimes so maybe it doesn't yeah, so it could just yeah, like after yeah, so like spring time and yeah, so also suddenly will happen yeah, so that maybe some yeah, so maybe next time we have like yeah, so like nice yeah, so lantern yeah, so other yeah, so maybe yeah, so so now maybe or maybe just like a bit yeah, so we can also like bring yeah, so like this yeah, we can yeah, so having like faster with the journey yeah, so yeah, so you can also see like yeah, we may need to heading somewhere yeah, so with the yeah, so we even yeah, with like the thing yeah, so yeah, so this one we have like the other yeah, so it should be all like even yeah, so like very thing yeah, so or like coming with the end yeah, so they also even or with the story yeah, so yeah, so but we need to heading
Listen,
yeah, so like
Eleanor
some
really isn't
yeah,
spying
so also
on
that's
us.
how just even with
I
like
was with her almost
like
every
a
minute,
number of
and
story
when I
we had to
Velvet was watching her.
yeah, like
And she's
watching
a
but
woman who keeps her promises.
yeah, so also
She
like
wouldn't
the time
lie to...
Laffy said.
so oh yeah, so
We understand, Luffy said. It's
so
Eleanor.
this time yeah,
If
we
she were lying to
yeah, so
herself
now
to
we
somehow
say
keep
yeah,
spying on us, the guilt
so
would
like
fill
the
her with
talk
malevolence.
yeah, so like
I
some
see. You're right. The fact that I haven't turned into a
yeah, so
dragon proves that.
talking and
Thank
so with
you.
the story yeah, so you can
Both of
having
you.
I didn't think you were giving them information intentionally.
But there are illusionists like Melchior out there. That means we can't rule out someone recording your thoughts in secret.
I don't think we need to
So you
worry
can
about
cut
that either.
and so continue with the story and so here.
Now that that's settled, it's time for you all to testify to my innocence.
That could be difficult.
What?
Well, okay. Why don't you start off by telling us all about the time you sold us out to Teresa back in Helavies?
Oh, why bring up that old yam? You're a very vindictive man, do you know that?
You're just figuring that out? Well, there's your proof at least. You wouldn't make much of a spy.
She really wouldn't.
Hey, that's not what I meant! You were mean!
Yeah, so also even oh yeah, we're just heading. Yeah, so with like the thing. Yeah, so with like the entrance and even we're just heading. Yeah, so by the or yeah, so like the or leaving and yeah, with yeah, so there also like the another story.
Not that I've ever heard of.
Yeah, so like the green.
If they could control demons,
Yeah, so there also with like
no
some
need
yeah,
to
so this
resurrect
like
Nominat, would there?
yeah, so like the optional yeah, so you can have a like the yeah, so like the yeah, so whether you want to bring yeah, so more with the story. Yeah, but also yeah, so in here I think we'll yeah, so also will okay yeah, so so you can yeah, and yeah, learn with the yeah, so some like the topic yeah, so you also with like
you simply conjure the right illusion. Show them what would push
yeah,
their
so they
buttons in
talk
just
about
the
and
right
yeah,
way.
so related to the story.
If you can create an illusion of something someone really wants, you can control them.
Exactly. You can force a powerful burden upon your target's psyche. Until their spirit breaks, that is.
What happens when they break?
Depends on the target. They might become an empty shell, they might go wild with desire. Eeny teeny spiny crow.
You sure know a lot about this.
Now that you put it that way, why would I know so much about it? What if someone is controlling me, making me say these very words? How horrifying!
I believe I'll take your words with a grain of salt.
Yeah, so finally yeah, we're just heading. Yeah, so the little story and yeah, so even oh yeah, so yeah, so like the thing back to the yeah, so here yeah, so outside it yeah, so and also with some like the people yeah, so and
He's totally obsessed
yeah, so
with
knowing
food.
about with the
That's all right.
story.
Pricklebore meatballs, huh? Sounds delicious. They're really super tasty, but Sis says that they used to taste even better. Why's that? We used to get deliveries of fresh, delicious pricklebore meat from the nearby village of Abal. But in the Advent 3 years ago, demons attacked the village, and now it's gone. It's such a tragedy. If they only could have held out for just one more day, I'm sure Lord Artorias would have saved them.
Artorias. Right.
Yeah, so also still like the two yeah, going with two more and then we just yeah, so need the that plate yeah, so
Wow, the weather's just swell. It's something I've said every day for 3 months now.
Huh? But wasn't there just a heavy fog?
Nope. Never seen a wisp of fog in this village. It's been sunny so long, I think I might dry up.
That means that fog was just another of Melchior's illusions.
Seems that way.
Our town decided to make a new holiday marking the day that Lord Artorias became the Shepherd. 3 years ago, when the Malachim appeared on the Advent, Taliesin was the first town that Lord Artorias saved. We hold great pride at being the city where humanity first struck back against the demons.
That explains why you'd celebrate his ascension, but wasn't Abal closer to his heart?
You may be right about that. Not being able to save Abal was a terrible agony for Lord Artorias. Even though he killed the demons that destroyed the village, he couldn't bring back the lives that had been lost. If Lord Artorias had gone to Abal first, our city might have been destroyed instead. We won't forget the tragedy that befell Abal. That's the other purpose of this holiday. Remembrance.
That's right.
Lives lost can never be brought back.
Yeah, so they also not talking very nice one. Yeah, so like even so like only one night, and so also can be like very very treasure, and so also need like maybe really so like so like any, and so now I mean so see with the so like milk, so we need to buy with something, so you also see with like not even with so like all, and so you can also like coming in. I think maybe we can even maybe this one we can go in, like buy more, so because so you also with like money, and actually so with like time, so but also can be really something, so we need to be like I think so like so so just like getting like so like collecting and so many money, and even didn't fans so so but now I think we so like maybe it's why so like so I think maybe this one will or win like 5, so it's also okay, so or even it's just or like more, so I think so the time and some some so object we need to find, so just or like so another one, this one will be okay, so like Fanart here, so this one, so it also like very like so also like one thing, so so it also like very useful, so like with the we have something to for the healing, so it so especially like that so like very thing, so I think even we having so like one so like or even just like one more, so so you can also see it like we have one 10, so apple gel, and so it should be like in so like simple even, so weapon accessory, or even it's like so you need to like getting something, so so some of the material, but I think we so like and so like this time we don't need to go into like so you can also see with the time, so it should be okay, so we have 15,000, so with the coin, so or like somewhat, so you can actually earning, so by getting by having, so with like no to having, so that's why with like having water with the china, so either we having maybe even, or maybe we just all find one more, so so it's just like a measurement of 15, so that's why we only or like the screen with the measurement, so you can use like spending some money, and so you see with the level it also will going out, so so you have with like the chant, and you have it the nice one, also even with something that I mean, or even with liquid, so like it so finally we just heading back to so that down to the area that we just come in, so so or even so we just with like so so like just like in here, but we also just leave it, so this one we need to head back to also even we enter or like the captain, yeah, so we had to.
There's one of them off-limit Class 4 islands that folks call Serpent Isle. Place has been overrun with snakes since forever. I hate the things, so it sounds like hell to me. But I've heard there's a woman who actually lives there.
Whatever for? Why would anyone want to live in a place like that?
I know. It's mighty strange. Place supposedly is crawling with demons, too. Last time I was in the area, I checked it out. Kept my distance, of course. Used me spyglass.
And? Was she there?
Aye, she was. Except she looked like a snake herself. I mean, she was human up top, but her face was a weird color, and her lower half was all slithery and wiggly. Ugh. Creep me out.
A snake woman, huh?
Even worse, looked like you couldn't swing a cat's without hitting a snake. Just the thought of it keeps me awake at night.
You should have a stiff drink and get some sleep before you pass out on deck. I'll tell Benwick to give you an extra ration.
Wow. Thanks a lot, First Mate. I appreciate it. I ought to pester him for some of that aged reserve he keeps hidden away.
Yeah, so finally, yeah. Yeah, so you also see it like every time we're heading. Yeah, so with like the new players. Yeah, so that's also like a very interesting. So this one. But yeah, so this one even yeah with the another game, yes, but I think maybe I think yeah, so another back to the here, but maybe I think yeah we just hold it. Okay, and yeah, so you also even see it like yeah, so like the another or like the yeah, so they are like the or like the sitting yeah, so like the near the harbor yeah, so and then we're just heading back to yeah, so here yeah, so we also with the same yeah, so
welcome back. Did you?
Yeah.
Dogs? Look, lizards, no problem. Walking hunks of armor I can deal with, but dogs on my ship?
You're not a dog person.
I was, bit by one when I was a kid.
Then you've got nothing to worry about. If they're biting anyone on this ship, it'll be me.
Are you okay, Velvet?
Oh, sure. They're just dogs.
No, I mean, in general. Fine, they can come aboard. I'll take us back to Titania.
Yeah, so also with like some yeah, now we had to yeah, so yeah, so this time it also like 1 second and yeah, so you see with the wing back, yeah, so yeah, so but also like maybe yeah, so you all like trying to like gathering one by one, yeah, so like with like
yeah, well, what do you expect?
with the farewell, yeah, so
their master.
Don't worry.
yeah, so also now we had like yeah, so even now yeah we had yeah, like 2 little dogs, yeah, so coming together with the Titania.
I'm sure you said something to irritate them, like
yeah, so that's all like very interesting.
You had it coming.
She knows.
But you have Therians to find, Laphicet. You won't be able to look after them all
or
the
even
time.
it's, or no, it's
I suppose.
yeah, so it, or Titania, yeah,
What should I do?
or maybe yeah, sometimes just like
You could
going
ask Kamoana and Medissa.
yeah, so
Kamoana said she once had
yeah,
a
so
dog.
because it's yeah,
Even
like
if
a
they get
very
little
like
rowdy,
similar
Medissa will
name,
be
but
around to keep them safe.
yeah, so anyway, so
I'll go
yeah,
ask
like
them.
happy
Thanks.
yeah, so that's
can't
yeah,
be
so
killing
called
off
Titania, yeah,
fairies.
so it's the
Besides,
prison that yeah, so
They remind me of Nico.
so for like the time
Velvet.
yeah, so Barbarian in prison and yeah, so like after turning with the burial, yeah, the
Why
demon
the Abbey?
Because the place is full of the
also
shepherds'
having
lapdogs.
the story and
Get it?
yeah, so we
Yeah, I get
you
it.
can also yeah, so like the between yeah, so the story and the very yeah, so yeah, so just even with like heading back to yeah, so you can also see or this time even we can only heading so either Titania or yeah, so either cast for yeah, so yeah, so it all like a very interesting, but I think it's also in yeah, so like this QA only heading yeah, so back to the Titania first. so the
devoured them again.
That's story. So we also seen her and so very so maybe so maybe so guilty and so with the thing so with the before and so mind can't save with the so it just even so suddenly it's already so with so in
Luffy was
so it just treat with the real brother so very so that's why also with
he studied all the
so
time
just heading with the so this one Navis and so
which was kind of funny considering he'd
so
hide in my
also
bed
even
whenever he had a nightmare.
bring along with the Kong so that's so would be really with the beloved one so they also want to come with the keeping so as a memory.
I don't care that he got scared. I just wanted him to live. That's why I have to.
Velvet!
It just
I'll devour as much as it takes.
Very just point down so you see so she maybe really so a very I think so many things and so just even very exciting so but also understand so maybe so trying to so finding any way so
done the art
so any so now here so back to Abby and so after it's just making some spelling to Oscar so you can see with even with so the
I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
so even so all neighbor so heading
Go back
so one by
outside,
one
Teresa. We'll see you when we're done.
so now even with so Teresa
Are you using that experimental art on Oscar?
so
It is true.
that's even so or even going so
I was under the
making some
impression it was still
spelling on
incomplete, sir.
so Oscar and
Still a potentially fatal
they
weakness
see
for its channel.
Teresa just you
We've
very
taken the theory as far as it will go.
but I think so you can really find some
actual
and
practice.
receive it so Oscar and that the relationship between Oscar and Teresa so they also tend to coming together so even
Please let me do it. I should be the one,
so but
not
now
him.
so even
not
so
strong
Tony is just going to so using Oscar as a so with
Out before Oscar uses
experience
the art?
object so
A noble
so now
plan.
even it's seen maybe
I'm afraid it'd mess everything up.
so doesn't have any value so
How so?
It was my idea to volunteer, sister. I failed at Titania.
or
and
maybe
allowed
something
the
like
variants
so
to be stolen from Palamedes.
so it's just
I
sad
need
so
to atone for my
so
mistakes.
okay just so
Then let me
so
come with
going
you.
to volunteer
I have different
so you
orders
just
for
want
you.
having to with
Teresa
the experience
You are hereby relieved of your duties as an exorcist and are to return
now
your monarch.
so Teresa
Relieved
and
of duty? Why?
so you just even so
our
you're heading with
plans to
the
be realized,
full
we
name so
require an especially
so you can also see
strong We've analyzed your Malak's dormant
so
abilities.
very
and these have
formal so
considerable
so you just
power,
even
on
so
the same level
they
as the
try to
young Malak
repel her so because so I think she doesn't have any
Don't got what it takes to handle him,
use
sweetheart.
so she only audit mail so you also sometimes also know with maybe the they also may stated on so with so between now and also with so even now you just going with so swapping so we also no longer belong to with the Abby.
When this is all over, I'd love to have some of your homemade cooking again, sister. I could go for that quiche you used to make.
even also with some so the story, but so you just continue and do see how they will treat her, so have her with so being with power, so she no longer belong to Abby and
don't worry about me. I'd go to the ends of the earth and back for a plate of your delicious
so it's even or back to Hana and so it's no longer with so tiny or even he's in or maybe just
Oscar, don't go.
So it's just here but so the state so it's just or return to
what should I do if I don't do something?
So normal so it's just even happy so the other even just or deep so just women her as
what's this? I'm receptive to that art and to you.
We also so with some with the so the mystery and so and also back to an editor so
where am I?
So after forever the thing going down so
then that's 3 days
so just even
wasted.
so she didn't eat anything and so that's also understand so we also going very maybe too focus and even so didn't get any food and so you can easy
Kamawana's taken a real shine to him.
Going to bring
now we just need to find that last Therian.
Velvet, no! I said take it easy. Seriously.
So now we said just so we're trying to
hold on. Have you not had anything
so persuade so not to going the series
are you serious?
So you just even understand
Why would you do a full thing like that? You'll die if you don't eat.
He won't die if he doesn't eat. Malachim don't actually depend on food for sustenance.
Story going.
If they do eat, it's only as a quirky hobby.
All right, if you're sure. If you feel like going hungry, it's your life. But there's no sense in doing it on my account.
Good to see you're feeling better again. As you probably noticed, we made it back to Titania already.
Sorry to keep you all waiting on me. Get everyone together. We meet now.
Well, that could have gone better.
I just wanted to better understand the hardships Velvet's suffering through. It seems unfair for her to bear all of it alone.
Well, she's... how can I put it? A very straightforward kind of person.
But nothing gets under her skin like a clumsy display of sympathy.
What should I do about her then?
For now, just get something in your tummy. Any good warrior knows you eat when you have the chance. Even Malachim have more strength on a full stomach than an empty one, don't they?
Yeah.
It's true. Food will fill an empty stomach. But what is there to fill an empty heart, I wonder?
So after with the we're heading to Titania again. So also with the another maybe we just heading to maybe here so the next time we can continue. So the next time so also see sometime we have it repeat and we also heading to here once again.
Do you think something happened?
The Bloodwings said the Abbey's been quiet everywhere.
So also before the so the end so we also heading with the story as so
That's Eifried's pirates for ya. Always gathering information and keeping on their guard.
So here
A cursed pirate crew.
We also with the young pirate here and
if the info's
so
sound,
here
we've really made a name for ourselves.
Abbey ships run and hide when they see us coming.
Reason dictates that we avoid hopeless fights.
Ooh, Shepherd Artorias, you're my hero!
If only our enemies were truly that dumb. Sadly, the world isn't that forgiving. We can't drop our guard.
Aye. I've contacted some fishermen friends of mine. They'll let us know if they notice anything fishy.
We've got the first mate's curse to deal with. We can never be too careful.
Yeah, with that Reaper's curse hanging over us, we don't have room to relax.
Well, at least they're not too bothered by it.
So là there one more. Yeah, so any or maybe yeah, we also have a
time for some grub,
going with the story.
I'll have some stuffed giant squid, or prison crab dumplings, or sea snake bowl.
It's your first meal in 3 days, right? Better stick with something mild or you'll be sorry. How about a risotto or vegetable rice soup?
That could be nice. I could go for some borscht or shark fin and egg soup. For dessert, I'll have a sweet bean and jelly fruit cup, a giant parfait, and a triple berry cake.
Zip it, Magilu.
Oh well, I'm getting full just thinking about it.
I think I'd like some rice porridge with a pickled plum and baby sardines on top.
Ooh, an austere choice.
And an apple.
In that case, you should have some apple boo.
Apple boo? What on earth is that?
It's just grated apples. But when my brother wasn't feeling well, I often fed it to him.
I think I'd like to try some.
If you insist, I'll make some for you. At least it's something I can make without needing to taste it.
Okay, I insist.
Okay.
If you're already making some, I'd like...
Zip it, Magilu.
Yeah, so finally, yeah, we have... Yeah, so knowing about with the... So talking with the... Fruity, yeah, so... Yeah, so even maybe not. Yeah, so like whenever talking with Fruity and also will... Yeah, so also will like a very... Yeah, so she also will easy to make you feel hungry, but... Yeah, so also we just, or like maybe just, or that's it. Yeah, so today we... So next time we can with the... Yeah, so like the journey to other... powerful, yeah, so... Yeah, so also need to... So like the... Yeah, so like the another, yeah, so now time we're heading to like the, yeah, like the west, yeah, so even with the eastern, yeah, so eastern part, and yeah, so also with the north, yeah, so yeah, so it's hopefully, yeah, they also going with like the yeah, with the four, yeah, direction, yeah, the east, south, west, and north, and just yeah, going with the gun, yeah, so maybe also for example here it. Yeah, so this one is for like the yeah, so the name, yeah, so this simply heading, but yeah, so anyway, yeah, so we're heading, yeah, so next time we're heading, yeah, so when, yeah, so and yeah, so we just order here and go back to the title screen, and yeah, so and also that's it today with House of Berseria. Yeah, so also hope you like it. Also you, yeah, so yeah, so you like the, yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Yeah, so also, yeah, so back to the schedule. Yeah, so also like the tomorrow, yeah, so also will continue with certain games we know for, yeah, so yeah, so you're like heading with the different, yeah, so also with like the same, yeah, so with like the another, yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so yeah, so have a come, yeah, so also that's it. Yeah, so also we're heading the same. Yeah, so also we're like trying to heading, maybe thinking, I think maybe like yeah, so like the next week also will maybe if that, yeah, so also will like back to the 2 string of House of Berseria. So because it seems like we, yeah, so are heading to the big way, yeah, so or even maybe near to the, yeah, so the ending, and so also like trying to heading little bit faster, yeah, so also like the last time, yeah, so yeah, so like this week we're heading to the VTuber queue, and I think yeah, with yeah, so like when later, yeah, so also like yeah, so after with the finish of this game, yeah, so that's it. So that's it today with the thing, and also so hope you have a nice weekend. Also have a good day and good night. So mình or someone outside to see it to say. So when saying thank you to all the who are come but didn't comment join the stream. Also have a so see you tomorrow with the student game. So if you enjoy the stream, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. So Fuyuki Hana, when we go to the outro.